If I stay still, the thoughts of you will sink in. Point stands, but I'm still overthinking. You know you don't really call me like you used to, but I know you try. But I've heard you've been here before. But I won't stay the same. It's just what I'm used to. Some things don't ever change. I know it's me and you, but I don't stay the same. I'm just adjusting to. Some things don't change, but I'm designed to be held on to.
I almost got all the words.
You think so?
I forgot a word in there.
Yeah.
But it was closer than it's been.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I just feel like you've been practicing somewhere.
No.
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 It's just episode 31.
Yeah. I mean, so I practiced 31 times and I almost got it. So.
That's rough.
Rah rah.
Sis boom ba.
Yes.
Rah rah ree.
Happy
Kick him in the other knee.
Saturday.
Oh, that's Ras. Yeah, today's Saturday.
Yeah.
Welcome to another episode of We Don't Know What We're Doing.
No.
Yay.
I mean, that's a fair statement. But we're here.
Yeah.
And mostly smiling.
Yes. Well,
So.
I mean, it's been a rough week. We'll get to that. You know, we'll get to the point where Sarah still doesn't know where the end of the mic is.
I did.
Oh, whoa! That
Did it right.
You just hurt somebody's ears.
Sorry.
Oh, hopefully it didn't peek out on you.
Whatever.
I probably did.
Friggin' mics.
Yeah, I know.
Anyways, happy Saturday. How's everyone doing?
Yeah, chime in. Let us know how you're doing, because we're gonna go right into the sponsor, Lever Consulting. Make sure to check them out at leverconsulting.com. Tell them Sarah and Scooter sent you, or Sarah sent you, or Scooter sent you, or just say, hey, can I have a free consultation?
That's good.
Can
Can I say something quick? Now, who is throwing off the segments of this show?
Sponsors first thing.
No, shots are first thing, always. It's not me this time.
Oh,
Out of control, this man.
Yeah, this week's been a tough one for everyone. All right.
Let's do a cheers.
Slanchava.
Salud.
ASMR.
Oh, two different reactions.
Yeah, completely.
Hi, Bailey. Hi, Urel. In the chats.
Hello in the chats. Hello, all you lurkers out there.
Oh,
Because we know we know we have people that listen that don't say anything.
I listen to a ton of shows and never say anything.
I have to.
I am a lurker.
I'm not.
Sorry, I'm off again.
Yeah, we know.
Ugh,
But
stupid mic.
it's you. Look, you can move it. That's the funny part. It's like we've spent good money
But it doesn't matter.
to where it moves
I'm
to
a
whatever you're
leader.
doing. Yeah, then move it with you.
Just hold on to it.
Yeah,
Then you'll get mad.
no. I mean, you might be out of frame, but at least people can hear you.
That's true. And that's the important part.
Is it?
Yeah.
I like seeing you.
Oh, that's nice.
So, I do like seeing your face. So, yeah, the shots. We'll just go back to that Lever Consulting. Check
There
them
you
out.
go. There you go.
Leverconsulting.com. They're pretty much our one and only sponsor of our whole podcast network.
Besides us.
Yeah, besides it'd be personally financed by us.
By Sarah and Scooter.
Yes. So I want to talk about that too. Yeah, and here's a cool part. The next part is the giveaway question. Urel was very, very close. The cool thing is, Urel, you know how they're related to me, but a lot of times they're in the chat.
Oh, that's
So
true.
there's some clues sometimes that pop in there.
And Scooter said half of them.
I did already say half of them in that in the episode where I first
Yes.
when I first
The
done
last two episodes, I think you've said everyone
Yeah.
except for like one.
Yeah, one. Yeah, but yeah, if you guys want to, like, anybody that wasn't at the table, chime in there. We know there's some people out there that weren't at the table that just listen.
Yeah.
You want a t-shirt and some goodies or what?
Yeah, stickers.
Yeah,
Keychain.
stuff like that.
Keychains.
Oh, please don't.
Shout for 2 Chainz.
All right. Not really. That's not where we're at.
All right.
Not at all.
I apologize. I am in a goofy mood today. I can't. Don't know what to tell you. I'll probably fall asleep after this.
Which is, she gets.
Wait, I have a good thing that talks about what I'm doing after the show.
Oh, falling asleep.
No.
That's what you normally do.
Well, I mean, yes.
I tear down the thing. You fall asleep.
Before that, can we do good things? Because I think that's where we're at.
You have the buttons.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your Rel said the keychains are really cute.
I thought they were cute. And they're, again, before, I mean, the prize and stuff and the little chibis that have our characters and stuff like that, they are created by a guy named Jason Doobie who owns Scattered Comics. Yes. He's been doing it for over 25 years. Gosh, even maybe 30 now.
Dang.
Right now.
He's like your age.
But he also does a live stream on his Facebook and that kind of stuff on Fridays.
Yes.
He just does some does his drawings and his comic books he's making. So make sure and check him out too.
I love watching other people draw because I can't. I can draw a heart and a square and sometimes a box, but not really in the
Do you know what
shape.
I can do? I can overdraw my bank account.
Ooh. Yeah, he can.
That's how I draw.
Boom.
I withdraw.
Stupid. I'm pushing this. Good thing. Okay, so after this, I am making molten lava cake.
Oh, I didn't
and
know
I'm
that.
so excited.
Why?
Why am I making them or why am I excited about them?
Both.
Because they're delicious, obviously. And
It's not obvious.
what? Not obvious to who? Who doesn't like molten lava cakes?
Well, I think anybody that doesn't like molten lava cakes is probably worse than the devil. But
Unless you're allergic to chocolate, there is no reason why you don't like a molten lava cake. They're delicious.
I agree.
But I'm making them because I told Mariah I would make them yesterday, and I didn't.
Oh, wow. You have once again failed our children.
I did.
By not making them the goodies they want.
No, and not making them goodies I said I would make and then didn't. That is where I let it down. Plus, I really want one.
Oh, okay. That's
I love
better.
cake. I don't tell you.
She does.
This body wasn't made on fruits and vegetables alone.
What is it? What is it?
No.
I lost it. It's a mix-a-lot.
Nope.
Beans, rice, whatever.
Beans and rice didn't miss her.
It wasn't that. It was like that though.
Don't know. It'll come back to you.
No.
So that's my. Wait, how many good things do you have? Because I have 3. 2. I have 2. Oh, then go ahead. Your turn.
So we got to see the Orlandos.
Dang it, that was mine.
Oh, you told me I could go first.
I didn't know you were good with that.
So we got to see, and they're sometimes in the chat.
Yes.
John and Valerie and Ryan, we got to see them and goof around with them down in the Fresno area. I could say Madera.
You have to say Madeira.
But
It's not
people are
Fresno.
like, what's Madera? Isn't that wood?
Wood. That's what it is.
Isn't that wood? So yeah. So we were down there. We got to dance a little bit.
Oh, so much dance.
Have some really good food.
Yes.
Good, like real Mexican food.
Oh, so good.
All that good. Great,
So good.
great cupcakes.
Yes. My other mom, Janie, makes the best cake. Cupcakes, cake, desserts, like all of it. She's like a miracle woman. Oh, I think I had 1 or 2 cupcakes and then a slice of cake because that's what the options were.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
Well, you didn't eat yours. And then I ate some of Naomi's cake.
Oops.
Because no one else was. So I was like,
that's-
what was there?
That's hilarious. I didn't know that. Because there was a birthday party. So it was,
Yes.
and if you have a Mexican family or you're invited, go. It's just it's very fun. A lot of silly dancing, a lot of good people. We got to hang out with the Garcias afterwards.
Yeah.
Where everybody left and the bar was still open.
Okay, so let me just say this.
So-
Hold on. Let's say first, hi, Ryan. He's home and watching the podcast.
Oh, nice.
But so Madera is not a very large town.
No,
It is a city, but it should just be a town.
city adjacent.
It's
It's a town.
It has you're now entering into, so I guess it's considered
It's a
a city.
town.
No, it's
more
a
of a town.
city.
No, it's
Anyways,
a town.
it's the city of Madera. But anyways, so this party was at their Legion's Hall.
Mhm.
And their Legion's Hall is it's basically it's almost like a barnish type building in the back, and then it has the bar.
Yeah.
Let me just tell you guys, if you want to get tipsy in Madera for very cheap, you go to the Legion. We left there. This is a whole night of drinking, mostly Scooter. And after 7 beers
And buying other people's shots.
yeah, that's true. 7 beers, 7 shots.
That's between the two of us and other people.
It was how much?
60
And that
something.
included the tip. $60 with tip for 7 beers and 7 shots.
Yeah.
And that's kind of scary. I'll be honest. It shouldn't be
scary.
a thing. $3.50 is what they charge for beers and shots on Saturday.
But also, you know, you have such a dynamic and outgoing, personable human being here, me.
Yes.
That by the end of the night, the bartender bought everybody
He
pizza.
did. It was very nice.
There was people just giving you beer
Yeah.
at the end of the night.
Yeah.
So
It's also a small town thing. I don't know what to tell you. It literally is a.
really, for some reason, at the end of the night, bartender's like, "You hungry?" I was like, "Yeah, I could eat." He goes, "You want me to order some pizza?" And I was like, "Well, how much is it?" And he goes, "I'll just order some pizza."
know.
So everybody had a bunch of pizza.
Oh, Madeira.
Yeah.
I can't.
these are
live
people I
there
didn't even-
again.
But we're talking, these are the people I don't know.
Right.
I didn't, they weren't even part of the family. They worked there.
I mean, I think they are because, like, I feel like the Garcias know somebody in that vicinity.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
But going back to Madeira and like hanging out with them is always like it just rejuvenates my being. I think I've said this like multiple times. I just love them. Like the whole family. I love them all. And
For all different reasons, too.
yes. And so a song came on. Again, I'm from Madeira, so this is gonna make sense. So a song, Boot Scoot and Boogie, came on, and Valerie's niece was like, "Oh, Thea, I don't know this dance," and she's like, "Sarah knows it." And I was like, "I do know this."
I do know this dance.
So I was Boot Scoot and Boogie. on
But
the dance
also,
floor.
they didn't know,
Cha-cha slide.
they didn't
No.
know that,
Was it cha-cha slide? No. To the right, to that one.
yeah, they didn't know that one.
No,
That
I
was
had to do
Cha-Cha
that
Slide.
one.
They didn't know that either.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
had
just
to-
in there
I had to
like,
get people together for that one
if
too.
it's not a TikTok Vogue
No.
dance, they don't know it.
No, it was a birthday party for like teenagers. It's for
Yeah,
it's a
so
16th
it's-
birthday
yeah.
party, but
But
It
when
was
Taylor
so
Swift
much
came
fun.
on, they were
Oh.
all hitting the floor.
not to dance, just to sing the song.
Yeah, they jump around. That's fine.
Yeah.
So, yeah, seeing the Orlandos, seeing the family.
Yeah.
That we see probably once or twice a year, that family.
Yeah,
We see the Orlandos more than that.
yeah,
But yeah, to see the Garcias, that was great. To see Anthony,
yeah.
that was amazing. To see Anthony, spend some time with him at the bar. He even drank a shot with me.
I know. I love him. And
Love
Nina.
that guy. I
Yeah.
only see him I see him maybe once a year.
Yeah, because he's working. We
Well,
see Nina. We see Nina and the kids. But we don't see.
But
Yeah,
usually
as much.
at these kind of things,
Yeah.
that's the only time I see him. And it's not like we've hung out a lot. We just hang out at the family events. And
Yeah.
over the years,
Yeah.
over the last decade, we've gotten
Yeah,
to know each other.
love them.
Yeah.
One day, Bailey and Ryder are going to be able to see John and Valerie.
Oh, for sure.
One day, it's gonna happen.
We're
At
gonna
least
and we're gonna
next
get
year.
everybody on this show.
Oh,
John would be a train wreck, especially with Ryan.
I don't know.
I think they're better in the chat.
Yes.
I think Ryan and let's just put it out this way. I think Ryan and John are better trolls,
Yes.
which are amazing trolls.
Yes.
I even John, like when he watches stuff, I was like, be the troll. I love it.
Yeah.
That's what but I think they're just a little bit quieter when the microphone's
They
on
can
them.
just sit on the side with their computers doing trolly things, and then every once in a while just yell in.
We'll call them the producers.
Hi, Keith. Also in the chat.
Yeah, Keith is another
Yeah.
person that
Oh, they can be the producer. Yeah.
yeah, because
Trolleys.
but Keith did get to meet
Ryan.
Ryan.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was cool, but Keith needs to meet John.
I know. Those Orlando's.
John's the anomaly.
I know.
All right.
All right. What's your other good thing?
Oh. I thought you
Well, my second one was your first one, so
Oh, so you go back to the first one of yours.
I already said mine. It was molten lava cakes. Oh, actually, I do have one more. Mine's all around food today, apparently. I went to an
Pozole?
event today. It was pozole. How'd you know? I went to
'cause it
an
was
event
delicious.
today, and this one of the parents, she every year for like the last competition, she makes like this giant batch of pozole. And usually I don't get any because the kids demolish it. But this year it was like the very end, and she was like, "No, kids, you're not getting seconds because some of the parents haven't had first." And I was like, "I will take some home." And then at the end there was just broth left, and she's like, does anybody want the broth? And I was like, "I will take that also." So I took her pozole. I threw in some shrimp today for dinner, which is not traditional, but it was still good. I was
delicious.
like added protein. And her pozole is so good.
Yeah. Super good. If you guys don't know what pozole is, you are missing out.
Come to California.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Come to like Central
Yeah.
and South.
Yes.
Northern, not so much.
That's a hit miss.
Yeah. But yeah, Central Valley and South
Yeah.
for sure. You're going to get the real stuff.
Yes.
Like the real, even the food trucks.
Yeah.
If you get a good food truck in those areas, they're making it from scratch at home. So
Oh, Urel makes pozole. Oh, Urel. Love it some pozole.
I love it. Love it. So if you don't know much about Mexican heritage, you are missing out on life.
If you think that you've been to a chain Mexican restaurant and it was good, you're missing out.
You're wrong.
You're wrong.
You're absolutely wrong. And I love, here's been my personal experience, the Pacific Northwest. Now, I didn't live in Eastern Washington, so Eastern Washington is different.
Right.
Eastern Washington has a much stronger Mexican population than Western Washington. But I do know that in Western Washington, most of the Mexican restaurants are chains.
Yeah.
We're talking like Azteca. And I'm like, it's just not, and I didn't know this. You know, I come from Montana and then Western Washington, right? I spent time in Colorado, Florida, but I was like, still not the down Southern California, Central Valley. I just never experienced that till here. So if you don't know, and I'm talking about not just the food, I'm talking about the culture of every day is a celebration, right? You lost a tooth? Woo, we're partying. I was like, this is amazing. So no, like quinceañeras and they're just.
It's a lot of parties. I enjoy it.
Yeah, it's amazing. And it's good to be a part of.
One time I went to a restaurant with Scooter in Washington and I ordered ceviche
Oh,
because I felt like.
And I was like, don't.
That seemed brave. I mean, that seemed like legit. It's like the Northwest and they have seafood. So I should be able to get ceviche. When they came out and said, we don't have any cucumbers for the ceviche, I was like, are you assembling it one at a time? Because it should be like a batch of ceviche. Why? I couldn't get anything else. I was like, I don't trust anything else on your menu, so I guess I'll just have shrimp because if it's not all together.
Shrimp is safe.
Right. But the ceviche wasn't.
I'm just saying.
It wasn't even spicy. Like, literally, I could have added pepper and it would up the spice level by 10.
I'm saying it might not taste good, but it's safe to consume.
That is true.
Because shrimp, you just put some lime juice on it, and it's going to cook itself.
It just wasn't.
You know, but
it wasn't okay. It made me sad.
It was, but I did tell you to not do that.
Listen, there was no other option. Was I get chips and salsa and just live with that?
Sometimes that's
nothing else.
Rice and beans.
No.
Red beans and rice did miss her.
Is that what I said?
Red beans and rice. It's red beans and rice.
Didn't miss her.
Didn't miss her.
Yeah.
Red beans and rice. That's what it was.
That is my life.
So we were talking about.
No, I'm sorry. I'd rather have a mess up ceviche than mess up rice and beans. You can't come back from mess up rice and beans. Rice and beans. I mean, no.
I just feel like.
Then when I'm eating nothing, can't do it.
That's true.
No, can't do it. Sorry.
That's why chips and salsa.
Sad. It's the saddest thing I've ever heard.
But this is a happy moment. We're in the good thing.
I know.
Right? My other one is a relative of mine and his kids and everything went to Disney World. Literally that's why they're in Florida. They're from Canada.
Canada.
And they went to Florida to go to Disney World and visit some people and stuff. So I was like, that is awesome.
Yes.
Because
they don't leave.
It was it's also somebody that usually hasn't left in a while because they have some immune kind of issues through the shelter in place.
Yeah.
But yeah, they came down from Canada, went all the way to Florida to go to Disney World, and I got a couple pictures today, and I was like, of kids in the pool, and it's awesome.
I have a question. How's he doing on the steps? Because Disney World's friggin' ginormous.
Well, I just told him to just I said, it's really good in short doses and naps.
Yeah.
And he goes, yeah. I was like, I haven't been to Disney World at all. I've been to Disneyland I've been to Disneyland twice now.
Yes. Yeah.
All after I was like 48.
It's true.
In the last 2 years, I've been to Disneyland twice. Never been before in my life.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
But yeah, so that was kind of my good thing. Like seeing people go out and do stuff and have fun and enjoy some things that, of course, he has younger kids. I think 8.
That sounds right. And one more.
But
he has 2 daughters.
Is it 10 and 7 or something like that? I don't think they're that old.
I don't know.
I'll have to read.
No one told me.
I'll have to read his genealogy chart.
Or a letter he wrote.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's in there.
Handwritten or typed.
Yeah.
So many semicolons. I've never seen so many semicolons and commas in
And
my
used
life.
correctly.
Yeah.
Love that guy.
Nerd. He's a nerd.
Is that
Love
your last good thing?
Yeah, those are my two good things.
All right, so we are going to preface this next segment saying it's been a real crap week.
It's been a real messed up
We're going to
week.
try not to make this the entire rest of the show.
Oh, I'm only doing a couple.
Okay.
I'm waiting for
But
the other
they'll
part.
turn into some more.
Okay.
So we're just going to push this button here. Rant of the week, rant of the week.
Rant of the week.
So we're gonna have a lot of rants, and well, not a lot of rants, but they're near and dear to our heart because they're very raw.
Yeah.
Some of them are very raw for me right now. So we're gonna do our best to not name any names.
Oh, I don't have any names on mine. Mine are very...
I don't have names.
Okay, cool.
I'm just having ideas.
How many do you
and
have?
thoughts. Just like 2.
Okay.
But also we have a comment in there. It's like ceviche is bomb. Keith, yes, ceviche done correctly is bomb.
Yes.
That's the way we gotta look at it.
I make good ceviche.
And just to loop back on that just real quick. Remember the party we went over to the Garcias and they had a 5-gallon bucket of ceviche?
Yes.
Unbelievably awesome
This is
with
why
like a
they're my
ladle in it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I'm dying right now. This is the best thing I've ever walked into.
Ah.
So that's another thing. So,
Yes.
rants. What do you got?
So my first one. I am tired in our neighborhood of these friggin' a-hole kids doing friggin' a-hole stuff because they have friggin' a-hole parents. And that is as PG as I'm going to get today.
Okay.
I am so again, there's this thing going around, if you don't know, Kia Boys thing, where these kids have decided to just keep trying to steal cars. And it wasn't ours this time, but it was our neighbors. And Elise and Ben were outside, and they literally watched it happen. They watched the kids kick in the window and try to take this car, and they ended up crashing the car like not even
one block.
not even a block, like literally across the street from where we live into a wall. They've effed up someone's life and car for no friggin' reason just because they're a-holes. And I just can't.
And we know I mean, here's a crappy part. We were talking about this last night with all the neighbors. Like I went out when we talked to the neighbors last night. It's kind of like we got to stop meeting like this because we meet too many times outside when something's not good.
Right.
So that was kind of my other a little bit of a rant, and I'll piggyback off of that in a second. But the concept right now is we know that they're kids in the neighborhood.
Yes.
They're on foot.
Yes.
Okay. And they're kids. We're not talking 30-year-old people stealing cars for parts and stuff like that. It's a joyride thing.
Yes.
And they're stealing the same cars, the Hyundai and the Kia with the
Mm-hmm.
same ignition system.
Right.
Right. So, and they're learning how to do this off of social media.
Yep.
There's a TikTok videos and video like showing them how to do it.
Yeah.
So they've done it to our car unsuccessfully twice.
Yep.
To where it was not totaled, but
I wish.
Yeah,
I mean,
I wish.
honestly,
we talked
Yeah.
about that. But they're young kids that obviously there's 3 of them.
Yeah.
So here's my side of the rant. Parents, be a parent.
dude.
Even if it's annoying, even if your kid thinks you're being too strict,
Right.
even if they're like, oh my gosh, you just want to be, I was like, no, I want to keep you safe. I want to keep you to where you're not going to make these stupid decisions.
Yeah.
Because we've talked about this many times. I believe very strongly as a child, you're a narcissist. And by the time you're 14, 15, you're still that way.
Yeah.
You have no idea what's good, what's bad. You think you do because you've watched enough Disney
Right.
that you think you know right from wrong, but you don't. Okay. So you're going to get that heat of the moment and steal a car for no reason.
Right.
There's no end goal.
Nope.
Right. And we know that they're all kids because they're wrecking these cars.
Yeah.
They don't even know how to drive
Not
yet.
at all.
And they're stealing cars.
Yes.
That's what's going on. I mean, we're talking like 10 feet from where we're sitting. From where we're sitting is where they're getting stolen.
Yeah. It's really friggin' annoying.
And one of our daughters, 2 of our daughters saw it happen.
Yes.
One was across the street sitting in a car. My other daughter was up. She heard the crash of the window and looked out the window. They both saw it.
Yeah. Yep.
Insane.
I'm just so tired of it. Ryan said we should get a paintball gun or a taser. I have 100% thought about that.
No,
Oh, paintball gun for sure.
I want to meet them face to face.
I think they can't.
If
Somebody's whoop their.
if somebody's breaking into
something.
my car,
Oh yeah.
I'm pulling them out by their leg and throwing them on the ground.
Yeah.
I won't even punch him.
Fantastic.
I won't even punch him. I'll Hulk smash.
Yes.
When he takes Loki and just throws him back at puny god. That's what I was like, stupid ass kid.
And the sucky thing about that, if we actually did that, we'd be the one that
I don't
got
care.
sued.
At that point, I don't care because these parents obviously don't had it. The parents probably won't sue you because they don't want them to know.
They would 100% sue you.
They don't want you to know who they are because they're probably doing something shady too.
But they're the ones that would sue you because they're like, how dare you treat my child that way? I don't care if they broke into your stuff. They still deserve better than that. Go F your kid. Stop. I can't.
I don't. I think I'd be okay.
So much language.
Because I wouldn't punch him. I just pull him out and throw him on the ground.
Yeah.
Whoops. I'm just getting him out of my car.
That's
It's my
true.
car. It's
That
my
is
car.
true.
It's my property.
Yeah.
You're inside my property.
That's fair.
I can get you out of it.
Can you shoot somebody with a paintball gun if they're inside your car? I mean, I feel like that's fair.
Well, people pay to have people shoot them with paintball guns. So I don't know what the paintball. I think that I would love to do that kind of stuff, but I'd like to be face to face more than paintball. I just was like, I'd like to pick a kid up and just
at that point, the rage is real high.
have them pee themselves.
Yeah, that'd be great. Anyway,
Because we were talking to a couple of the neighbors.
Yeah.
It's like that one of the neighbors' daughters, who's like probably late 20s, early 30s.
Yeah,
gotta be. She has a couple kids, but she was visiting when it happened. And I was talking to her, and she had that same thing. It's like, where are these parents?
Right.
Because we know they're like high school kids.
right.
And this was a Friday night
Yes,
at like 6:30?
it wasn't even late.
It was 6:30
Yeah.
p.m.
Yeah,
It's not like the middle of the night.
Right.
Like everybody was still on the road driving.
yeah.
So
Ryan
All right.
said, "How about face to face, point blank with a paintball gun?"
I don't have a problem with guns, but showing somebody the dominance of another human being lifting you up in your face is a little scarier.
Yeah.
Have you ever been lifted up by another human
It is-
being
yeah.
and threatened?
Yeah.
It's intimidating.
I've watched my dad lift my brother by the collar.
It's happened to
And
me.
some students.
My older brother used to do it when I was a kid.
Yeah.
He used to throw me across the room, pick me up. I was like,
Yeah.
that's scary.
I agree. Like when my dad was a teacher and he would pick students up by the collar, which you can't do anymore. But when he did it, like the fear in their eyes, I was like, and he taught at a continuation school. So like these kids had already done a bunch of crap that they're not going back to regular school. And when he would pick them up, I was like, all right. I mean, I'm scared for you. I don't know what's about to happen either. So yes, that would be great.
So I'm just saying, it's one of those things that don't.
All right, Ryan's comments for you.
What? I can't.
You
see
can't
it.
read it right there.
It's hard for me. No, it's covered by something.
He said he did get his whipped by you one time.
Oh, come on, dude. Like you asked me to do a move, so I did it.
We don't count that here.
He goes, like, if you were going to come at me, what would you do? And I said, you really want me to do it? And he goes, yeah. So I did. And he was like, tap, tap, tap. But I was just like, it's one of those things when you're in a physical altercation, you got to mean it. You can't just go like, oh, I'm going to punch you. It's like, no, you just got to do it.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to threaten all day, nobody's scared of you.
No, that's true.
But if you're held down or picked up
Yeah.
or thrown down by another human being, you're like, I'm in
You
trouble.
mean it. You're serious.
Yeah, because that's why Hulk is so scary.
Yeah. You need to calm down.
That's like Hulk. You're like, So,
Oh man. Okay. That was my first one. Go ahead.
Okay.
What's yours?
mine is. Let's go back to Loki. All right.
Oh Lord.
No, there's this doc because I've been talking a lot about Morbius, the Ouroboros, which
Yes.
is this cycle, like the snake eating the tail kind of thing.
Yeah.
Where everything, how does it say? Everything ends, so it starts again.
Mm-hmm.
But we're big advocates of you have to break that cycle when it comes to negative things. You have to find a way to get out of that cycle.
Yeah.
And there's so many people in my life that I keep at arm's length or even further because they won't break a cycle. We've talked about it multiple times. Is like my relationships with all of my family have had a lot of challenges,
Yes.
right? And have been working on for years on breaking my cycle of what part that I'm doing that is not helping the situation.
Right.
Right. So I'm trying to break that cycle. But then from afar, you can see other people that just refuse to break that cycle.
Yes.
And become their parent.
Yes.
Right. You see. Now, that could be a good thing, but most of the time when you want to break that cycle is when you see it in your parent and you become your parent in a bad way. Like all the things you did not like about your parent, and you're so blind to your own involvement that you become that same person.
Yes.
So some things happened very recently in my life that from a certain people, and it repeats.
Yeah.
It just repeats and it repeats. And it repeats, and I'm getting blamed for it.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's okay. And that's usually when I'm like, okay, I'm done.
Right.
You know, because if it's stressing me out, I care too much, obviously.
Right.
So you can't just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm trying to change. If you're not trying to change,
I'll see you when you are.
We'll see you.
Yeah.
See you somewhere else.
Yeah.
In the netherworld or
Unfortunately,
whatever.
yeah.
But yeah, it was not breaking cycles. Seeing too many people.
Yeah.
And there's only a few left in my life that will not break a cycle.
Yeah.
They just won't do it. And
Yes.
it's very hurtful.
I know.
You know, and it affects us, my wife, my family very directly.
Yeah.
There's only like a handful left.
I know.
So if you're in the circle to where we still talk to you,
It's not you.
we're good.
All right. So I hung out with a lot of children and parents today because it was a band comp day.
Gross.
It was a thing. But what my rant is, I don't understand parents who still want to be their teenage children. Like who want to be, oh, my best friends. I'm going to dress like them and I'm going to hang out with them and I'm going to do all the little things. And I'm like,
I said it a second ago. Gross.
It's so icky when you hear people like try to talk like I just want to be like, listen, you're old. Okay? To them, no matter what you say or dress or do, you're old. You're young, you're older than me. So I could even get away with half the things you're doing, but even I find it so gross that I will not use the words that they're using because I'm old also.
Do you not have to say to that?
Ugh.
Yeet.
It's just it just irks my soul.
What's the other one?
When I see the parents try to
What's the other one that
interact.
says facts? What is that one?
I don't know.
No, we talked about it before.
100?
No, that's old.
It's all old.
Being, like speaking the facts. Oh, that's fact.
Nope.
There's a word.
I'm old. I don't know.
You're the one that told me about it. I was like, I don't know.
I don't remember what it is.
All right.
Or we talk about fit and drip and right. I know what they are. That doesn't mean I should be using them to have a conversation. Unless my kids are like, Mom, look at blah, blah, blah. And they throw it in there. I'm not going to be the first one to approach them and be like, nice drip. That fit is amazing. No, stop it. Stop it.
No, I wouldn't do that.
And I'm going to say this because I'm assuming whoever I'm talking about probably doesn't have any idea we have a show. It was hot today. Don't get me wrong. It was hot. I don't understand parents, and I don't care. When they start undressing and making their shirt half a shirt because it's warm outside. And I'm like, I don't like this. I find it weird because you see the other kids doing the same thing. And so now you are also making a half shirt because it's warm. And I'm like, I get that it's warm, but also you've been talking like a child the whole day. And now you're wearing a half shirt like the rest of the teenage kids here. And I don't like it.
To me, okay, let me, I'm not going to play the other side by any means. Now, what you wear and how you wear it's 1,000% up to you.
Yes.
I don't care what your body shape is, your body
neither.
style, all that kind of stuff. If you wear half shirts, you wear a bra.
Right.
It's
I don't care.
I'm fine with that. But the having to be, what's it called? I don't know. When you're trying to be like them.
Relevant.
I don't even know what's relevant.
It's irrelevant.
It's irrelevant because you're trying to identify as a child.
Yes.
Right? That's not a thing.
No.
Right? You can't be 50 like me and go, but I identify as a 14-year-old.
No.
Do you know what that is?
Gross.
Pedophilia.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Yes.
That's not okay.
No.
Okay. So you have to draw a line somewhere to where it's not cute.
Right. It's not cute.
Okay. It's just not. And yes, you want to feel young again. You want to do this stuff, but then go out there with somebody that's like 10 years younger than you and go feel young.
Right.
That's totally fine.
This was not
But
the
feeling
place.
14, 16, 18,
Yeah.
that's, to me, that's, unless you're 25.
Right. Which they were not.
I just feel like there's a 10-year gap. Let's just look at it this way. Like here, and I know I'm putting math on it, but I'm saying there's exceptions to everything that I say, obviously. But I always feel like there's like this decade gap. If you're 30, you kind of want to still feel like you're in your 20s.
Do you?
If you're I can relate to that.
Okay.
I'm not saying.
I see what you're saying. You understand.
I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Now, I don't want to be in my 20s. When I was in my 30s, no, 20s were every decade that I live, every mile marker or age marker, whatever you make, like that's the best decade.
Hopefully.
No, it just is.
Yeah.
So when you're in your 30s, I can see going, man, I wish, my knees didn't hurt as much. I could go dancing longer, that kind of thing. You're in your 40s, just like, oh, okay, I wish my 30s, it didn't hurt. I understand that. But if you're 40 and trying to be in your teens,
I don't get it.
Now it's gross.
I don't get it.
It's gross.
It does. It
so
icks me.
if you're 40 and trying to act like you're in your 20s, pretty gross.
Yeah.
Okay?
I just want, I'm going to leave it at that. Keith said, it is funny when we old people use the teen language. Everyone gets a good laugh. Yes. Because
and it should be funny.
Yes.
It should be funny. It should be funny at the expense of the adult.
Yes.
That's funny. So using it like not in real terms, like when I just said yeet, like if somebody was younger and heard that and chuckled, that's at my expense.
Right.
And that's funny.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that because I shouldn't be using that word because I really don't know. I can understand the definition of it, but I don't know the context.
No.
Right? There's no context to me.
No.
It doesn't mean anything to me.
It annoys me. I hate that
Yeah.
word.
It's like there's certain things that I say that will never mean anything. Like the word dude means so much more.
So many meanings.
To me, it does. To me, it has it's like a thing. It's a language. But
it is
to a 16-year-old kid, dude means nothing. They're like, dude it's cool. I understand the word. But
no.
but to me, it's like a whole contextual. When I go rock on, means so much more than just rock on.
Has so many
Right?
meanings.
There's so many more.
Dude's a great word.
But you got to look at it that way.
I know.
So
Yeah.
it means more to them. It means way more to them. So, I mean, you can say it to make fun of yourself.
Right.
But
not when you're serious.
No.
Please stop.
Don't.
I don't like it. It makes me feel icky for you.
Yeah, I can't.
All right. What's your next one?
All right. So most of the people that are in the chat and then listen to this are over 20.
Yeah.
They're usually late 20s, stuff like that. So every once in a while, somebody pops in.
Yeah.
We have a couple of subscribers that are younger than that. But let's just look at it this way. The pendulum has swung too far to the other side.
Of what?
Being soft.
Ooh.
Okay?
Let's do this.
Let's do this because I agree that my generation, Generation X, like I am the epitome of Gen X.
Yeah.
Like born in 1973. Like I am Gen X, tried and true.
Yeah.
Right? Where our parents before us were like way too hard.
Yeah.
On us. And then we transferred that and we were a little bit lighter but still too hard. I think at this point we're getting to where I'm not saying the current generation, but I'm going to say workforce or the current climate of human beings in certain areas, especially the area we're in right now, is too soft, like way too soft. And I'm going to get into that on the shout out part too. Way too soft. The whole stubbing your toe and now have to take a week off of work.
Oh,
that happens.
Yes.
oh, I'm just not feeling emotionally good today, so I'm going to take the next month off of work.
Yes.
No, that means you should go to the doctor.
Yes.
And there's something really wrong.
Yeah.
If you need to take
a month off of work,
well, even if you have to take like a week off for
Yes.
mental
Yeah.
issues, you should see someone.
Yes.
That's a serious problem.
Yes.
That's a serious, serious, serious issue.
Right.
Now, if you're taking a mental health day,
Right.
100% behind that,
Right.
1,000% behind that. It's like, you know what? I feel too good
Yeah.
to go into work today.
Absolutely.
Or to feel too cruddy emotionally
Yeah.
to go into work today. So take a day.
Yes.
But if you take, if you take a week off because you're just not emotionally feeling it,
Yeah.
either you need to go get checked out, you
Right.
need to go talk to someone and get some real help,
Right.
or you need to quit that job.
Right.
Put in your 2 weeks notice, take
Right.
your 2 weeks of vacation time, and then go find something else to do.
Yeah.
But for some reason, we have this climate of the injuries are so hardcore.
Yes.
You're like, I've literally broken a finger, wrapped it up, and went to work.
Right.
I mean, like, it's just like, it's a finger. I
Yeah.
can do other stuff. It's broken. It's good to go.
Tape and move on.
Yeah. I was like, and I'm not saying if it really, really hurts and you like can't move, it's like, that's different.
Right.
But I was like, I don't mean muscle through it, but come on.
Yeah.
You hit your funny bone. You don't go home from work.
Right.
You know?
Some people do.
That's
the issue.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Some
It was like,
people do.
we've swung too far to the other side.
Yeah.
We need to come back into the middle
Right.
where it is okay to feel hurt and it's okay to move on
Yeah.
from the hurt. And that's physically, mentally, emotionally. We need to get to that point where it's in the middle. We have to find a way to move within it's like a pendulum,
Yeah.
right? The pendulum goes from the right to the left. I don't care what.
Doesn't
It's
matter
not-
what the sides are.
It's not political. I'm just saying right and left because that's the standard of just the way we communicate. One side to the other side. But if it goes too far to one side, we've lost.
Right.
Right? Because
We gotta live in the
we're
middle.
missing out with all these people over here.
Yeah.
So if we find a way to communicate and work with each other and work through these things so we can come out better on the other side,
Right.
we're so much better for it.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh,
Ryan
like-
says, everything you're saying hurts my feelings, and this is way too real, Scooter. I'm taking the next month off of work.
see? And you should. You should.
And Keith said, if you take a sick day, don't post the gourmet meal you're eating at lunch on Facebook or Instagram.
But I agree with that. But there's also in me right now, they're not even called sick days. They're personal days.
Yes, that's what they should be called.
But they are. They're
not.
Well, they were when I worked in.
They're
for
not
work
called
it said
personal.
sick/personal day. So when you call in and say, "Hey, I'm not coming in today,"
Yeah.
and they ask you why, you don't have to tell them
Because I don't want to.
Well, if you have those days allotted,
Right.
right? If you have so many sick days, if you have one personal day available and you call in on a personal day, you don't have to tell them anything,
Right.
right? I'm not coming in today. Why? I'm just not
I'm
coming in today,
choosing not to.
right? I mean, and that's okay,
Yeah.
But if you don't have those days available, that usually means you're pushing it,
Yeah.
right? So you
Facts.
got to think about that. That's not the contract we signed at
Yes.
the beginning when we hired you.
Yeah.
So we have to look at it that way. We hired you to be here this many days, and we're giving you this many days to not be here.
Yeah.
Just cause. But if you're taking more than that, you're at a breach of a contract.
Right.
To me, it's that simple.
Yeah.
Right. And they'll give you leeway sometimes, but at that point, you should probably have to give them a reason.
Yes.
Right. I'm cool with that. But no, I seriously, it's the social media, and I'm gonna talk about that later.
It's a weird shout out, but here we go. All
Oh,
right,
it's
my
gonna be
last
great.
one. People canceling appointments last minute just gets on my nerves. So like I have,
Oh, hold on.
have
Hold on.
two
I know I have two examples, but
Oh.
just know that we as parents have canceled appointments many times last minute. So go ahead.
Have I?
We have.
Last minute?
It's been a while since we've done it, but we used to do it at the dentist. We used to do it at the
It was
eye
never
place.
last minute. Listen, it was never medical because they always charge us. So I've never canceled an appointment last minute medical. I have canceled an appointment because I'm sick. But for people who are just like, you've made the appointment, because I'm in a whole nother state next week and I'm doing work.
Oh, that's a whole nother
And the
mess.
person's like, I can't be there next week. And there's no reason. There's no like, she's like, let's reschedule. I can't reschedule. I don't know what to tell you. You've known about this. And my thing is like, it's not even like, here's everything you need and we'll do a phone call or something. I don't have anything ready. Let's just move on. No, I don't want to. And I don't have to because you had plenty of time to get it together. Also, I was mad at my hair person this week. So that was mad too.
Oh, that was another one too.
I didn't like that because she went to work today. So that bothered me. She canceled all of her Friday appointments because she wasn't feeling well and felt flu-like symptoms, and then did work all day today. And I was like,
no, what happened?
That's rude.
No, what happened was she got a hot date. She had something going on.
Yeah, and she didn't want
to work.
Right.
And it's her own.
I would have rather she said that.
Well, it's her own company.
Right.
Right. It's not. So she could have just said, turn the appointments off on Friday.
Yes.
Done.
Right.
You just go on the online and there's nothing available on Friday.
Right.
Cool.
Yes.
You move on.
I know.
Don't make a bunch of crap.
Yeah, I didn't like that. That bothered me.
Especially when you own the company.
Right.
That's dumb.
Right.
That means your integrity just went like,
I
I'm
know.
done.
That's what I feel like.
You have
I
no
was
integrity now.
Listen,
I'm going to move on.
That was I already had a strike one against you. Now I'm on strike
I'd move on.
2. I think
I'm
I
out.
am. I know. Anyways, that's my last one. Do you have any more?
For rants, I could go on
Well,
a couple more hours
we're not doing that.
on I mean, I didn't even, what's funny is I wrote on my paper, it says workforce, arrow, too soft, and then drew a picture of a pendulum. That's my note.
Well, then you hit all the points.
But it's like a little, you should see it. It's funny. But you have like your whole box is full of
I do
words.
have mine.
Or full of words.
Yeah.
Mine's just that. And I think I said more than you
can't
did.
draw. Well, you always say
I can't draw. You should see it. It looks like a quarter note with an arrow next to it. But I just knew it was a pendulum.
Stupid. All right, we're going to take a quick break so we can get a beer, and I'm going to talk about what's up in your area.
Yeah,
You have something?
I didn't write anything.
I didn't think so.
But you did?
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you want to say it? There's no button.
No. What's up in your area?
All right. So exciting things happening this week. Not to anybody else probably. No, mine's like full still. You drink faster than me.
Yeah, I was trying to do that off the microphone and off the camera, but you just like, let's just blare it out.
You
Blah,
can't
blah, 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 blah.
whisper. Your whispering
I was
skills
on the
are
back side of the
terrible.
microphone.
Everyone heard you.
Well, I'm on the microphone now.
Everyone heard you when you asked the question.
It's rare form.
This is weird now.
Why are you making this awkward?
Okay. At the Davis Musical Theater, they're doing a show of Oklahoma, which I've never seen. Me either. Yeah, I don't actually. But I thought if you're in the area and that's like your thing and you like musicals and you like Davis, you should go. The other one was Seth Kaminsky, who we do know is a very good musician, and he's playing in Folsom tomorrow. And I feel like that would be really fun to go to. In the Olympia area, they're doing a paint and sip at Fog and Fern, which is coffee. So coffee and painting instead of alcohol and painting, which also sounded good, even though I don't drink coffee. And I can't paint. But for somebody else, it sounded like a really, really fun event. Check that off the list. And then, last but not least, in Fresno, they have their 6th annual Chili Festival fundraiser at Woodward Park. Because who doesn't love a chili festival? Oh, I love some good chili. I haven't made chili in months.
That's kind of thing. It was like when we talk about like chili, you always like kind of the statement of like ceviche is delicious. It's like, good ceviche is amazing.
Yeah.
Like real
Yes.
ceviche. And same with like chili.
Real chili.
Like if you get the stuff that's out of the can and poured in a thing, it's consumable.
It is consumable.
Yeah, and it's not gonna. I mean, it's not too bad for you.
Oh, I don't know.
But yeah, that's kind of the point. But when it comes to good chili,
Yeah.
like I just remember like some of the chili like cook-off things that would happen in the wintertime. I mean, especially in the Pacific Northwest, because it gets nice and cold.
Yeah.
You have those cook-off things like we're talking like chunks of steak would be in there. There's like
Did you know
dying
chili
right now.
doesn't have meat?
It does when I eat it.
Real chili is just the beans and the sauces.
Well, our charcuterie board has to have 3 different types of meat by default to be a charcuterie board.
That is chili con carne.
Did you know that?
I did. You told me.
Because I looked it up. I was like, what does this even mean? And it really just means 3 types of meat or more.
Yeah.
I think was the definition. I was like, well, that's a boring definition.
It's a boring definition.
But no, I did not know that. I honestly did not know that about. I think you've told me that before, and then I forgot.
Yeah,
so I'm remembering it again.
Oh, that's nice. All right, that's all I had for what's up.
I really don't have anything.
That's okay.
I didn't write it down.
Oh, but I forgot
you
one more.
You talked about Seth, right?
Yeah, Seth Kaminsky.
I'll tell you right now, if you are in California, I mean, he's that.
Just Google him.
No, he's just that good. Like, especially live. He is
good.
so good.
I agree.
He's so vibrant. He uses his board like it's magic. You know, his loops and his drums, because he's a drummer too. So he has a drum pad and he hits a beat and then that loops and then it comes back. I was like,
it's pretty cool because you watch him do everything on stage and you're like, that is bananas.
I mean, Tony would probably hate him because he uses loops and, all very creative, and he does a lot of good musicality by himself, like Ed Sheeran. So Tony would probably hate him.
Poor Tony.
But
Tony alone.
I want him to get on more. So I want him to hear this and go, I need to be on there live, defend myself, because I love it. Because taste is taste, and I'm okay with that. But no, realistically, he has that type of, it's not even that type of music, but it's that type of entertainment.
Yeah.
It's a one dude doing the whole thing. And it's his energy. The last time that we saw him, he went into the crowd and like got his microphone, put it out there, and did the whole thing right there so we could sing around him.
Yeah.
It was just so, the energy, great human being. Cool guy. We've met him a few times, and yeah.
So my last one is football's tomorrow.
It's every Sunday,
but
until the season's over.
But an arable. So I'm an Eagles fan, and unfortunately, not all games are played here, and I don't have NFL anything. I mean, I have internet and cable, but the Eagles are playing the Cowboys tomorrow, and I'm very excited. If the Eagles lose, I don't want to hear from anybody. I'll be honest. I don't want to hear it. If they win, reach out to me. Let's be excited together. I'm a sore loser.
No, you're not. You move on quick.
I'm sore for like 5 minutes.
I know, but when it comes to sports, you move on quick.
Well, because I have no skin in the game. I just enjoy sports.
Well, the Eagles. I mean, I always feel like everybody has, not everybody, but yeah, I think most everybody that was at least like born and raised in the United States has some sort of team that either somebody like their cousin, their brother, their dad, their mom, somebody watched, right? So you have one or two.
Yeah.
So I understand that. I was like,
what's bananas is like for our kids, the Eagles are like, oh, that's my mom's team.
Yeah.
Like they don't have a team. Like the team's the Eagles. Like that's right. Team is the Eagles.
And realistically, even my older Erlen Bailey, like when the Broncos got stomped like 70 to something, that was bad. They reached out.
You doing okay?
I was like, oh, I feel bad. I was like, I knew the score was there. Even though realistically as an adult being my age, I don't follow the Broncos. I follow Seattle more.
Yeah.
But I always know
how they're doing.
If the Broncos won or lost in their standings. I just do. And that's because I watched them as a kid.
Yeah.
I just got to know.
See, tomorrow watch football. It's so fun.
There's something about it. So
they're in Germany tomorrow. Not Eagles, Cowboys, but there's a game in Germany tomorrow.
Yeah.
1 year, I'm putting in the universe right now. 1 year, we're going to a different country to watch American football in a different country.
I've been asking for so many years to go to Battle of the Year, and we're going to go there for American football.
I didn't say we're going to Germany for American football. I said another country to watch American football.
England, they do every year. They've been doing that for a while.
But they're adding countries. So.
Yeah. But I was saying, where is Battle of the Year?
Well, you already know where it's at. It's in Germany. We talk about this all the time.
Right. So we could do both. I don't know when Battle of the Year is.
I don't think it is.
I've always wanted to go to Battle of the Year forever.
Yeah.
Like, if you guys don't know what that is, Look it up. It's basically b-boy dancing,
Yes.
all like break dancing stuff, and it's like fighting with dancing.
Yes.
Except
Capoeira.
you don't hit each other.
It's like capoeira.
Yes, it's so good.
Yeah.
And I don't know what you just said, but I'm agreeing with you. What'd you say?
You know what capoeira is?
Sasquatch?
No.
What'd you say?
Capoeira.
What?
Okay.
Like David Guetta?
No.
What'd you say?
You do know what it is, though, right?
No.
What?
Don't.
Are you sure?
If you told me, I'd probably go, oh, crap.
Oh,
What an
Becca
idiot.
was in the chat. Becca would know what I was saying right now.
Oh,
Capoeira is literally
I'm not
like,
Becca.
I know, but I feel like you're old, so you should know.
I'm not. Becca's younger than you.
That's true,
So
but we have
I don't
old
understand.
parents. Okay, when I go through my shout-outs, you look up capoeira so everyone can see what I'm talking about.
No.
You're going to love it.
No, somebody
Fine. We'll do it-
somebody
we'll
out
do it
there find
after.
out what capoeira is.
We'll do it later on the line.
Capoeira.
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 I can't spell it, but I
Is that
can.
like,
So there was a whole movie about it.
okay.
Oh my gosh. It was like my favorite. It's going to
You
sound
watch
ridiculous.
movies about weird stuff all
It's
the
going to
time.
sound even more ridiculous. So one of like the songs in the movie was Banana Way, Banana Way, Banana. And I can't think of the guy who's in it. I should message Becca and be like, remember that movie about capoeira? She'd be like, yes.
Okay, but we didn't grow up together. So
But you're
different childhoods.
But you know things about martial arts.
I don't know this one.
Ah,
I don't.
where's Carl? Just kidding.
He would know.
Carl would know.
Carl should be listening to this show.
Freaking Carl. All right. We did finish out. Okay.
Shout out.
Woo! How many do you have?
2.
Oh, me too. Go ahead.
Oh, and that was it. 2. Then we
I'm
move
gonna
on.
look up Capoeira real quick.
Okay. Number 1. Well, not number 1, but the first one. I was like, I have to say a shout out to this show called Gen V.
Oh God.
Okay, for multiple reasons. Okay, not if you guys don't know what Gen V is, it's a spinoff of The Boys. The Boys is very gory, but The Boys is very much a parody of comic book heroes and all that kind of stuff. It's a comic book that wasn't that great of a comic book. I like the idea of it and what it was trying to make. It was made fun of X-Men and made fun of like a lot of DC characters, that type of thing. But this is kind of the Gen V is kind of the X-Men, kind of like let's say the next generation of X-Men, like but they're a parody on that in a sense, but it's a spin-off of The Boys. It's very gory. If you're not into gory stuff, you shouldn't watch it. But I'm not talking about the gore. But the reflection, I have to say the shout out that it really is about, and that's why I want to kind of piggyback off of kind of the workforce, the too soft, the current generation. It's a great reflection of how we, as a younger society, and I'm caught up in it a lot of times too, have become a product instead of a person. We've become products that we advertise over the internet, and that's what's most important. And people are really willing to just kill for it. And we are dealing with a lot of that kind of thing throughout history. But we're also dealing with it, especially now with a big microscope on it. So that's why I was like, it's more relevant to me when it comes to that.
Yeah.
Because everybody's so worried about their status and how many friends they have and how cool they are. They're willing to, in this show, they're willing to kill their own people. They're willing to not die for it,
Right.
but they'll kill for it.
Yeah.
Right. And it's also that kind of thing, like, you hurt my feelings. They have that is like the focal point. Like, but you don't understand how I'm feeling about it. And the person's like, you just killed someone.
Yeah.
Like that's the issue. Not about them murdering somebody,
Yeah.
but how they felt about it because they were the victim.
Right.
Right. So, and I feel like it's a great depiction of that current climate in our society. So that's why I had to give it a shout out. It kind of piggybacks off that too soft
Yeah.
kind of thing. It was like, sometimes it's not about how you're feeling.
Right.
Sometimes you got to just, if you don't want to go to work, none of us do.
Right.
Right. But we have to do some, not necessary evils, but necessary work to get something that we want.
Yeah.
So we need to get to that point.
I cannot watch Gen Z. It is very violent.
Gen V.
Same thing. And some of the boys. I can't do it. It's way too violent
It's
for
very,
me.
very, very gory.
I cannot do it.
It really, really is. But I wasn't a fan of the comics because I felt like it didn't give me enough depth.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't know. It didn't give me like the world is in trouble. You know me. I was like, there has to be an impending doom.
Right.
And the original The Boys and stuff like didn't have that impending doom to me. So that's kind of the only reason.
All right. My first shout out, again, band competition day. So that's my shout out. The Inderkum Music Band did so friggin' awesome today.
Shout out. Whoop.
Woot woot. These kids were up at 5 o'clock to get on the bus to go down to competition. True. They did amazing. They got first place in color guard. Drum major got second place. They took sweepstakes in 3 categories, which basically is like they took first. It's like better than first place, which sounds weird, but that's the way the band world works. So it's like they took better than first place in 3 categories over everyone who competed. Color guard got first over everybody. Drum major got second over everybody. And it was just the best finale to their marching band season, especially for all the seniors. Like, you can ask for a better finale for their marching band season. So, like, super proud of how hard these freaking kids work, because they do practice 2 days a week till like 6:30, and then on Wednesdays they have sectionals where they have to go like per section and practice, and they did amazing. It was great. And they all had good attitudes. It was
they
nice.
really do. I mean, if somebody's in any sort of extracurricular activity of any sort, especially if it has something physical built into it, you are on campus for at least 11 hours.
Yeah.
11 hours. Could you imagine you as an adult working 11 hours straight?
No, I'd be pissed off.
You'd be so whiny.
I would be whiny.
We'd find you in the pub.
Like, I don't want to go.
Especially if it's not even the shift itself. It's like before you go, you're like,
right.
Sick day.
They're like, hey, 2 days a week, you're going to have to not only go work 40 hours, but 2 days a week, we also need you to work an additional 2.5 hours.
And get there's no extra credit for this. No. This is an extra credit.
No.
This is just included in your grade.
Yes. You're like.
Right? Could you imagine?
No.
Yeah, so don't get me started on how schools are built prisons.
We're not.
Schools are built like prisons.
I said we're not.
They're structured like prison.
I said we're not, sir. All right, what's your next one?
All right, you're not ready for it. Do you have 2?
Yeah.
You should go with your second one.
Oh, okay. That means it's going to make us all cry. My second one is to the parents and family who show up to things. Because again, like this thing today, I don't think people realize when their kids put all this effort into whatever they're doing and then nobody shows up to support them during that time. I don't think they realize like how much it sucks to never have someone there who like has their back. Like and I mean, obviously day to day you have somebody, right? Because your parents are hopefully there supporting you. But like when things like this happen, it really does make a difference when you're celebrating, you turn around and you see your parent or your cousin or your aunt or somebody and they're just as excited as you are. And there's that moment you get to share with them. So to me, it's like our marching band season wasn't very long. It was only 3 competitions, but the people who show up to the events for their students, no matter what it is, they notice. Like they know and they feel it when somebody's there for them. And I think that it's my shout out to the parents parents, family, support club, team, whoever you are,
friends,
who shows
cousins,
up, right? Who shows up
classmates?
Who shows up for people?
Because you could be a classmate and not be in band,
right?
And still show up.
Yes. So
anybody
who shows up, I should say for anybody, if you show up for somebody, shout out to you because it makes a huge difference to them. I have to stop touching this pen. Look at this. Look at this.
Okay, punch a microphone because you don't like the pen.
All right, go.
Why are you gonna put this on me?
I don't want it to be on me.
All right, so huge shout out to one of our favorite beings that we've ever come across.
Yes. You want to get you tissue already?
Yeah.
Okay.
We lost our princess last week. Okay? So, the little hacky dog that was in the corner over there for the last few months, because she wasn't like that her whole life. She was a very vibrant being. So, huge shout out to her and the things that being taught me.
Yes. That's where you want to leave it?
Well, that's all. I mean, there's so many more things I could say, but I won't be able to say the words.
I know.
It was a dog,
I know.
right? But she wasn't a dog to me.
I know.
So, and this is a piggyback off of another section. And if you know who I am and you know my story, you know what I mean by an Ouroboros,
Yes.
and you know what about breaking a cycle. And my dear, dear, dear friend Ginger.
Yeah.
So, yeah. And we talk about this a lot. Like lately, it's been one of those moments. There's so much teenage angst in this house.
Yes.
Yes, our oldest daughter in the house is 20. She doesn't act 20. Let's just be real, right? Not the 20 from like when you were 20, it was different. When I was 20, it was different. For some reason, 20-year-olds now can be 15 the rest of their life for a while. I mean, it's weird.
Because if you see the other 20-year-old, she's pretty much the same.
I know,
as the
and
other 20s that exist.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
So we have a lot of teenage angst in this house.
Yeah.
So I lost the last being in the house that was just nice to me just because.
Yeah. Always happy to see you.
She always wanted to be with me.
Yeah.
No matter what, just sit next to me.
Yeah.
Put her paw on me and go, "Hey, Dad," and then just lay next to me. We didn't
Yes.
care where it was.
Yeah.
Could be on hard floors, nothing. She checked in with me like every 30, 40 minutes just to see what I was doing. She didn't want nothing.
Yeah.
She's like, "Hey," then would curl up next to me.
Yeah.
She did that her whole life too, even when she was my sister's dog.
Yes.
So it was a lot.
Put that back on you real quick.
Nah. No.
It's too late. I already pushed the button.
So she's been a part of my life since she was a puppy. She was and here's the backstory. She was my sister's dog. For God, she was 12, right?
Yeah. So 8 years.
12?
No, 9 years.
9 years. She's been with us for like 3,
Yeah.
like her slowing down years.
Yeah.
And the last year has been a lot more rough than we play it off.
Right.
Like I think over the last year, her vet bills and just all this stuff was like probably about $10,000.
Easily.
Above 10 grand.
Right.
And to watch her slowly not become the vibrant human, but be coddled and hugged and those kind of things. So just know that, and I think I'm going to piggyback off of last week, because my last week rant was, if you can't take care of a dog, if you're not willing to get them the life they deserve because you took them, if you can't afford to pay for that many bills,
Right.
if you can't afford to train your dog and do those things, don't get a dog.
Yeah.
That's why I feel very strongly that dogs are way better than humans, because humans say they take care of dogs and yet they don't.
Yep.
Please don't be that person.
Yeah. Agreed.
But yeah, shout out to her. Changed our lives.
Oh, she did. I can't say anything because I'll just cry.
Yeah.
So that's all.
It was a lot.
Yeah. It's been a week.
Yep.
A lot of tears in this house. A lot of tears.
A lot of anger.
I was gonna say that too. I was gonna leave it at tears.
No, I'll admit it. I was very angry.
Yeah.
I'm just like, I lost my, I don't know. I know that sounds superficial, but I was like, She was the one person that I knew that always, the one being in this house that always wanted to talk to me.
Yeah.
Even you're at work, kids walk right by me, don't want to say a word to me, or they're just mad at me because I asked them to do something. And she just come up just to say hi just because.
Yes.
Didn't need a hug.
Yeah.
Didn't need food, didn't need water. Just like, hey, Dad.
Yeah.
Like, son of a. So I lost that dynamic in the house.
Right.
Which is very rough.
Yeah.
It's rough for a person to go through. So, and I'm being the whiny one that's too soft. But guess what? I showed up to work.
It's facts. A day late, but here we are.
No, I'm saying like we still showed up to work.
Yeah.
I mean, this happened all Saturday morning.
Yes.
We still went down to the party.
Yes.
That day, that night, the birthday party and stuff. I was like, that's again.
We need a distraction, honestly.
Yes.
That wasn't showing up to
And-
work. That was
okay.
like, I can't go home.
Yeah.
So we'll try this again tomorrow.
So, but it was one of those things. Like, but with all those things, we still did show up for work.
Yeah.
We did show up for other people. We still did our best to move forward.
Yeah.
So if you're not a pet person,
You don't get
you're
it.
probably not my people.
Right. And you don't understand what we're saying.
If you still feel like humans are so much emotionally superior to animals, you're probably not my people. But let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So huge shout out
Yeah.
to that being.
Little ginger bean.
Yep.
Oh, what was
I
that?
got some ASMR of my.
Esophageal
Yeah, I was trying to
acids.
swallowing my tears. I think.
Oh,
So. All right.
no more tears. Keith said, pets no. Urel said, sorry for your loss. And Keith said, good dog advice, especially when the holidays are coming up. Yes. The people who get animals as gifts, I don't understand.
And also, there's been an increase. 30% more people bought or acquired a pet over the pandemic than ever before. Why?
Because they're lonely.
Okay, but now they're going back into work and
Right.
doing other stuff, and now it's a pet. Okay,
Yes.
It's work.
Yeah.
It's money.
Yeah.
Like you can't just get a pet and not take them to the vet. You
Right.
can't do that.
Yeah.
$10,000 because we had a dog in this house that needed care years ago.
Yeah.
Okay. So just understand that you're responsible for a being's life
Yes.
at that point.
Their
This is not
whole
this is
life.
not their whole life.
Yes.
Like
Not just when they're puppies and cute, now you're over it. It's their whole
Yeah.
life.
when they're annoying and they're pooping and they're
Yes.
doing all this stuff and they get sick and all this stuff, like you got to be there for that too.
Right.
They are I think we talked about it before. They're a toddler their whole life.
Yes.
Just remember, you're going to have a toddler especially if you get like a dog or a guinea pig or whatever. I mean, cats, not as much.
Right.
We talk about that, but there's certain animals is like they're going to be a toddler their whole life.
Yeah.
And you, for a big part of your life, they're so important to you, right? But for their whole life, from beginning to end, you're everything.
Yeah.
You're where they get their food. You're where they get cleaned. They go and get their doctor's appointments. They can't make a doctor's appointment. They
Right.
can't go to the food store. They don't go to the sink and I mean you could train them probably.
Right.
But I was just like there's certain things like you took that upon yourself. You said
Yep.
I can take care of another being and make sure that they're a good being from beginning to end.
Yes.
If you cannot do that and make that commitment, don't get a pet.
Yeah.
I think I said that this was before she passed away. I said
know.
this.
I know.
Don't get a pet.
Because we can't do this again for a while. I was like, I
If ever.
emotionally cannot do this again.
If ever.
Yeah.
You know, we've had a pet since we were together.
Yeah.
It was Cosmo. And then before he passed, about a year before he passed,
We got
we
Ginge.
acquired Ginger.
Yeah.
And then now she's gone. I mean, we've always had as a couple,
Yeah.
we've always had a pet.
Yep.
And I'm like, I
Nah.
It's
can't
not
do
about
it.
it's not about freedom.
No.
It's got zero to do about freedom.
Mm-mm.
It's about the lost part.
Yeah.
I was like, we don't treat a pet
No, they're our family.
like oh my God. Like they are everything.
Yes.
They're get on the couch, snuggle up,
Yes.
have a treat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Extra walks because you're feeling weird today.
Yeah, I was like, I'm
Yeah.
having a bad day, so the dog comes up and goes, "Hey," I was like, "Yeah,
Right.
let's go for a walk."
Yeah. No, I can't.
Always
It's
the
gonna be
best
a-
food. I
a
always
minute.
go to the vet, like
Yeah.
to get. I mean,
There are beings. There are people.
that's been me my whole adult life.
Yeah.
Like I've had pets pretty much my whole adult life, and that weird. I don't like. I will not repeat the behavior.
Yeah.
Of my parents.
Yeah.
I will not do that. That's me breaking the cycle because my parents were not very good at that stuff.
Yeah. My dad's a dog's. My dad's
Was
a dog's
amazing.
dad.
But-
That's just who he is.
But I just remember so many times us getting a dog and giving it away
Yeah.
or it dying like at a young age because nobody took care of it or giving it away and
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I will not be that person.
Yeah.
I don't do that. No.
Please don't do that. Keith says, my cats have always been rescue cats. They've all had rough lives and deserve a good home.
Fact.
Yes.
Because you know what? We screwed up the planet.
Right.
Humans screwed up the planet.
Yes.
So why should these animals suffer from it? We should be protecting them from it.
I know.
That's our job.
I agree. Oh, so much ink on my hands.
Well, you keep playing with the same
I
pen that you
can't
hate.
stop
You want
it.
to trade pens?
It's the same pen.
That's not.
just opened
It's
mine.
literally like you can see that there's two pens, right?
Shut up. All right. Sorry. Excuse my language.
She said, "Shut up." Oh my
Shut
gosh.
Advise me not.
Okay, so we went really long on the whole.
I
first
told you.
sections.
It's okay. This isn't going
And
to be
also,
long.
like my nose is running because I'm
I'll get you off camera.
yeah,
So we changed it this
not
week.
because I'm sick. I've
So-
been crying for a week.
Yeah. So I gave Scooter 4 options to talk about today.
Right, and I X'd off 2 because we've already talked about them because she doesn't look through what we've actually done before.
That's fair.
Yeah, she just like, oh, we don't want to talk about
Once
that again.
we hit end on this show, I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
So he chose a very good one because we suck at this. So we are going to do our best to talk this out. And it is advise me not how to relax. Go for it. I'm going to pour a shot.
Okay, how to relax? How to relax? Just what is
You
that?
need to calm down
Yeah.
and just relax. That's it.
Be
Just
humble.
do that.
Sit down.
Yeah.
Like I think that's the easiest form of advice, right? It's like,
Just do it.
no, well, let's live it this way. The form of advice when it comes to relax is find a quiet place.
Yeah.
Think about this. Like that drives me up a wall.
Yeah, silence does not calm Scooter.
Like
whatsoever.
my blood pressure would go through the roof. Now, if it's on my own recognizance, is that right?
Nope.
Recognizance?
No.
If it's on my own,
What are you trying to say?
if it's
Terms.
my own terms.
Yep.
Was that the other word doesn't mean
I
that?
don't think that's what it means.
What does that mean?
Mm.
Come on, smart people. There's smart
Where's
people in the chat. Keith knows. See, I was like, Keith, you know that I say a lot of dumb things, and Keith probably is. You are a very tolerant man to watch this show and listen to my stupid words. But if it was on my own terms and I want to stare at a wall for the next 15 minutes, that's my choice. And
Yeah.
sometimes I do that. Like sometimes it's like I just need to not do anything and it's not 15 minutes. It's usually like 30 to 45
Forward.
seconds.
Yeah.
And I just and I just breathe. That's it. And then go back to it.
Yeah.
But if I don't have something not entertaining, but something soothing occurring in my life, then I will not relax.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the traditional go get a massage, get a foot. No, that will drive me out my mind. I was like, there's this random person touching me. And then also go on the flip side. If it is your partner that's doing it, I was like, I'm not really relaxed. I want to do other things right now. I want to get naked and do the fun stuff. So that's not sincerely. I mean, I guess that's relaxing too. But realistically, what I find is like sitting on my butt, doing nothing, like I've been doing probably for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
Well, I've gone in. It's been about a month. Yeah, it's been about a month.
I don't know what you're going to say, so I don't know.
Since I've gone out and done something active.
Oh, like anything?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been about a month. And that is the most least relaxing for me.
To go do something or to not go do
to
something?
not.
Okay.
I feel like it's relaxing in the moment, and then I get caught up in it, and I keep doing it, and then I go bonkers.
Yes.
And I'm at the bonkers stage.
Yes.
It's been about a
Yeah.
month. Okay. It's been since Aftershock.
Yeah.
And that's been almost exactly a month.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I'm about to go bonkers.
Oh, I know. I can feel it.
I know. So when I go do something active wise, it doesn't have to be anything, not walking, not running, but lifting weights, push-ups, pull-ups, some exercise. That's fine.
Yeah.
Jiu-jitsu, go and get on the mat, or go to a live concert or something like that. That is so relaxing to me because I'm with other people with no commitment, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think I've spoke about this a lot of times. Like if you're in a huge crowd of people with a commonality, that's relaxing to me.
Yeah.
If you're in a small group of people where you have to hold a conversation and be interesting, exhausting.
Yeah.
For me, right? So I think that's my default relax.
Yeah.
But I think that what it comes down to is like your form of relaxing, because what's the subject again? What are we talking
How
about?
to relax.
Is it just
Advise
relax.
me on how to relax.
Just relax already.
Just relax already.
Just
Get
relax.
it together.
Don't do it.
Can I read 2 comments?
Yeah.
So Left Twix, hi, welcome. Said, try a stogie and a glass of scotch. You had me at scotch.
Stogie's good, but I can only do that like because I used to smoke.
I don't smoke.
So what's rough about that is
Life insurance.
yeah, that's
kidding.
another thing. No, it's you know how hard it is if you smoke.
If
to
you're
get life-
honest,
If you're honest about your smoking,
Yes.
how hard it is to get like insurance,
freaking impossible,
health
by
insurance,
the way.
life insurance. It's very,
Not the
very
lie.
difficult.
Honestly.
Now, and that was a part. That was who I was for a while. Like I do like the smell of a cigar. I do like that. But I did spend most of my childhood and young adulthood smoking cigarettes.
Right.
So I like the smell of cigarettes too.
Now you like it?
Oh, I still do.
Oh.
I don't like the smell of cigarettes. How do I say? The smell of an unlit cigarette or a lit cigarette smells good. Now, if it's coming out of somebody's mouth or it's on their clothes, gross. Okay. But yeah, it does.
Have you done cigars? Because that's what he's saying.
No.
Cigar, not
I know
cigarette.
I know exactly what he's saying. So that's why I was saying I know what a stogie is because
Yeah.
I used to do cigar. I used to be really into cigars when I lived in Lacey, Washington, which is like a suburb of Olympia.
Yeah.
Right. When I lived there, I was really into stogies, really into cigars. There was one called Acid was one of the brands, and I used to go into the rooms and
Did you drink
humidors.
scotch also, or just like, smoking cigars?
It was mostly that and wine at the time. It was more wine. I did a lot of Merlots. My landlord name was Goishi.
Yeah.
My kids would know of him because he used to bring back like all the candies from Japan because he exported wine from the Olympia area to Japan. But that's how I got to know him for a while. I used to go into the little rooms and pick out my cigars and do all that kind of stuff. So I'm totally into that.
Yeah.
We used to do poker night on Wednesday nights, and we'd have cigars and wine and all that kind of stuff. But to me, when I do that, I'm like, I'll just light up a cigarette the next day. And I'm like, so I know who I am. And so I like being around that. And I do love my scotch. We do love whiskey
scotch.
here. But
not smoking.
Yeah, that part just I ended up getting a lot of lung infections. I got bronchitis.
Yeah.
I've had walking pneumonia.
Yeah.
Since, so I'm like, I'm probably not going to mess with that.
Cost
So
benefit.
let's just destroy my liver and my digestive system instead. Let's do that instead.
I feel like one. Okay, let's do comments first. Keith gives definition of recognizance, and it is not what you think it is. So
Legal term.
wrong
Scooter.
usage.
Means the court. Okay, what's it say? It means the court releases, but you'll
Be summoned back in the future.
That's me.
That's not what you were saying, though. So we're not gonna. Not the right term. Keith also said walking by the tender box in Sunrise Mall was fun when I was a kid. I am not from here, so I have no idea what that means, Keith. And then Left Twix says, come to Colorado, pot is mellow drug of choice. See, pot's legal here. I don't smoke, number one. But even like gummies and things, it just makes me want water.
It makes me want to eat. And I don't have a problem with eating too much.
Scooter's hilarious if he's had gummies. It's like one of the best things ever. He gets really sleepy. And I think to me, it's like, because your brain's always firing. So when you're like, because he doesn't smoke anymore, but when you've had a gummy, it's hilarious. It's like the best thing ever.
No, I mean, and Left Twix, like we're talking like it's not like we're outside of doing marijuana.
Yeah, no.
No, like we've done it. It's been about a year. Been about a year and a half actually for me.
I just don't like being so thirsty.
Yeah, well, me, I just don't. I don't like feeling out of control of what's going on. I don't know how to fully relax.
Yes, you do.
What do
You might. I mean, I've been there. When you're on a gummy, you can't get more relaxed.
Because when I was really
great.
really into jujitsu,
Yeah.
like really into it, I used to take it after training every time.
Right.
And that was like 3 times a week.
Yeah.
And it would just chill me out.
It was fantastic. I feel like maybe now that I'm saying it out loud, I'm realizing
Maybe we should revisit this.
Order Scooter gummies.
I mean, we still have. I
no,
know
the ones we have in there are so friggin' old.
No, I'm just saying I know which ones worked
no,
the best.
it's been years. We need to get new ones.
No, I didn't say get the
Not
ones out
those.
of the
I'm saying is
cupboard.
they've evolved. We
Oh, I'm
hadn't had
sure
it in
they
like
have.
2 years.
No,
So many comments.
no, we're totally into that. Like, I mean, not totally into. We're totally like understanding of how marijuana and THC and how CBD, how that all works.
Yeah.
Like, I have CBD oil for my joints because of like my wrists when they go bad or my shoulders.
Yeah.
That's where it goes. So big advocates of that. It's just one of those things of if I smoke, I'm obliterated. Like,
yeah, you can't do that.
It was like 2.5 years ago when I actually
Because
like,
we still have Purple Urkel up there.
yeah, I smoked a purple Urkel, which is what's his
That
name?
was funny.
Urkel.
Steve Urkel's.
Steve Urkel.
Whatever his real
was
name is.
Yeah.
Jaleel White.
Yeah, he had his own brand. And I was into that. I smoked one with a friend of mine
It's hilarious. Again,
on the back patio.
hilarious.
Like what were we doing? We're doing a game night.
Yes.
And
We lost them.
there's like 10 people here, and like 2 of us went out. I was like, oh, let's do the purple Urkel. Came back, and I was like, this is all I did. I just smiled and looked at everybody. And my friend Riza, she was looking at me, was like, you okay? I was like, I feel great. That's all I could say. I was like, a little thirsty, but I feel great. It's like, it's been your turn for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's cool. I'm like, what are we playing? That's literally how it got. And I was like, oh my God. She goes, you went outside to smoke. And I was like, yeah, I think we did. Like, I didn't even remember at that point. So yeah, it was very fun, very relaxing, but also the lung thing scares me because I've had so many lung issues.
Which is why I feel like gummies makes the most sense. If that's an avenue of that's gonna help me relax, the gummies make more sense.
Yeah,
than smoking.
it does.
Bailey said she would love to have gummies with us. Bailey, it's gonna be amazing. I mean, we'll see you in December. It's legal in Washington, right?
Yeah, I think so.
See you in December.
If it's legal in Washington, it's fine. But also,
all babies
what do we
that
got?
you guys can have gummies.
Tinderbox was a pipe and cigar store.
Yes.
What is that?
That was from Keith. Remember he was talking about walking by the Tinderbox in Sunrise Mall, and I was like, I'm not from here.
Yeah, I'm not from here.
was
Mine was a little shop. There was a place by a Safeway somewhere in the Lacey area that we used to go to, and it's called a humidor, right? Like when you walk into the room and it's like, oh, it's muggy in here.
Good word, yes.
Yeah. But we used to go in there and select our cigars with Go, and that's why when Bailey said Go was the best, totally best landlord I've ever known in my whole life.
Man, that's pretty good.
I used to hang out with him all the time. So yeah, gummies are good. Yes, they are.
And Left Twix is cleaning the house.
Yes.
If
Yes, I agree with this.
we're gonna
Let's go.
agree to disagree on this one.
Because you don't clean as much as you don't clean as frequently as I do.
Because I don't find it relaxing.
Right.
I find it very stressful.
And that's
the only time that cleaning relaxes me is if my work desk is so overwhelmed with crap.
Like a Tuesday, a Wednesday.
No, it's like
Sunday.
So I clean it off probably once every 2 months.
No, you shove stuff to the side so I can give you your drink.
No, I clean it off once every like 2 months. But it gets to the point where it's so overwhelming that I can't like focus on work because there's so much crap on there. So that's the only thing that I find relaxing is clean off my work desk. Everything else now, so I'm like, dishes is not relaxing. Making dinner is very relaxing to me. Cleaning, not at all.
Cleaning is not relaxing to me. To a point it is. Mine's more of organizing. I feel like if I can organize something, I feel more relaxed.
It's a control thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it also felt like I can hone in on something. So when I was really into Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
My favorite thing was to take all of my cards and put them in numerical order.
Yes.
By whatever box they came out of.
So Left Twix, yes, he does. The question was
OCD.
Oh, yep.
I saw it.
Yes, he is.
Yes, I am, but I also have ADHD.
Yeah.
So once I've organized something, the ping pong ball comes out.
Right.
And I'm all over the place. So I deal with a lot of things that I have been diagnosed with, but I can see them coming.
Yeah.
So when I see that coming, how I relax is I will take, like right now, the organization, after Magic the Gathering, it's been Red Dragon Inn.
Yes.
Like I will organize my Red Dragon Inn. What I did the other day was organized all of my guitar pedals.
Yes.
I did it by brand. Yeah. Before I organized them by what they did, like distortion pedals, overdrive pedals, delay pedals. Now I did it by brand. Yeah. So, but and it's not like I spend like days on end doing it.
No.
It's like a half a day. It gets me rebooted.
Yeah.
Gets me feel like I'm a little bit in control of something.
Yes.
Dishes, I hate doing dishes, but I like a decently clean kitchen. Not
Same.
Super, not spotless.
Yeah.
It does not have to be spotless, right? I'm not into that. But I don't like dishes in the sink.
No, he doesn't.
I dislike that so much.
Yes.
Because it makes, to me, that means you're just being lazy.
Yes. I don't mind it.
Right.
I don't do dishes.
And that is very true. She does not. But that's okay because I'm okay with cleaning up after her.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with cleaning up after anybody else but her and myself.
Yeah.
I'm not okay with that. But yeah, I feel like that's how I relax. Like I want to have some sort of, not control, but idea of what's going on in my realm.
Yeah.
So that just sitting and have a massage or sitting and listening to slow music, I'm like, because I remember having, what is it when you have the thing on your, is it an MRI on your knee?
Yeah. You go in a little tube.
And they put on the music and they put on like Nora Jones.
Right.
And I'm like, I love Nora Jones, but I'm going to lose my effing mind. I was like, I need some like Static X. I need something that's going to actually stimulate my brain,
right,
not make me like have an anxiety attack.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like I need something that really pulls me in.
So I don't know. So like when it comes to like when people say get a massage and do these things, I don't know. I've only had a massage by Allie, and when Allie did a massage, it was deep tissue, and it was not relaxing. It was like I might die if she moves her elbow in any other place. So I don't know if that's relaxing, but so I am one of those weirdos who like if I'm not home and I turn on the Calm app, I immediately, it like nothing else in the world exists. I do a Calm story and I'm like, and I'm done and I'm asleep and I'm great.
I feel when I listen to the Calm app, I feel like spiders are crawling up my neck. I'm not joking.
Have you done the stories?
Crawling
not just the
up my
noise.
neck. Okay. Do you know when you're not here? I cannot say this anymore. When you're not here, we have our little Echo up in our room.
Yeah.
Our little whatever, the dot thing. And when you're not here, it's hard music playing on those things. And I fall asleep like it's nothing.
That's funny.
And I sleep till whatever.
Yeah.
That's just who I am. Like people talking and stuff like that. I was like, I'll be up forever. Like it's either going to bother me or I'm going to want to listen.
Huh.
One of the two.
That's funny. No, to me, it's like, it's that soothing voice. And then I'm like, and we're done. Oh, it's so nice.
So any comments?
Oh, carry a squishy ball. Keith said, listen to classic punk while cleaning. Left Twix said, carry a squishy ball.
Well, welcome, Left Twix. Has Left Twix ever commented before I've been in here? So we got to say welcome to Left Twix.
Yeah.
Whoever you are. Thank you so much for being in here and commenting and being
interactive.
Being enough of a troll that it's amazing.
Oh, we
love trolls. We just don't like offensive trolls.
Yeah.
So thank you so much. Your trolls have been great.
Yes.
Carry a squishy ball, and your ideas are great. Squishy ball, that's hard for me.
Can't do it.
No, because
I have one on my desk. I love it.
Do it.
Phone calls.
Here is one TP roll down or up.
I don't know what that means. One toilet paper roll down or up?
I think he's talking like, does it go over or under?
Oh, it's over.
It's over. It's over.
I didn't care before.
No, it goes over.
But Scooter would keep changing it, and I was like, all right, so I guess this is the right way.
No, it goes over it. It's in the front, never from behind. It's in the patent. You know that, right?
Where?
Like the toilet paper patent has it going this way.
Done. Look what you've done. Look what you've done.
Yeah,
okay,
it's
so
over. It's over. It's over.
Okay, come
always. Because then you can't fold the triangle like they do in hotels. If you fold the triangle here, it just flops out. And you can't even see the triangle. But if it's from the front, no, it's like it's in
Who's folding the triangle?
The people that clean your room in a hotel.
Right.
Right. They do it all the time.
Right. But when you're home, you're not folding. No one cares about the triangle when you're home.
Well, I don't care. I'm just saying they don't fold the triangle in the back.
Yeah.
It's always in the front. Right. And literally, it's on the patent. Like when they patented toilet paper in a roll instead of the little tissues and stuff that they still do in England.
Yes.
In England and Ireland, they don't have a lot of rolls.
This is deep.
Do they?
No.
When did you see a roll of toilet paper when we were in England and when we were in Ireland and Scotland?
I don't remember, actually.
Not one roll. They did not have them in rolls. They were in the little tissue
boxes.
boxes.
You're right. They were in tissue boxes.
Yes. Every place we went.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I'm just saying that patent, it's
I feel
on
like
the
this is
front.
unrelaxed right now.
Me going into somebody's houses and switching them all to the front is very relaxing.
Chill him out. It'd be perfect. Left Twix said their wife always puts it under just to piss them off.
Woo. See, and that. She's done that.
I did that for a long time.
She's done those things.
He's like, why is it this way? This was easy.
Because I knew it. I knew it was going to happen.
It was fine. All right. So I also think technology is not relaxing for everyone. Sometimes
for everyone.
Right. Sometimes you get so overstimulated by what is you're scrolling through, you're watching, you're listening to, that sometimes you just have to turn it off and just listen. Now you think that it's not relaxing if there's not noise. But I listen to so much noise during the day that sometimes I'm like, not having noise on is nice.
I have tinnitus.
Right.
Right. So some sort of, and it doesn't have to be electronic, whatever. I mean, it could be a fan.
Yeah.
It could be a vent. Could be our little air purifier has saved your life for 10 years or how long we've had it, because it really does. It does stunt it a little bit. Like it can counteract it. But what was the statement you just said?
Sometimes if you have technology on all day long, it's nice to have.
That is not even the close what you said.
I think that's what I said.
You said technology is not.
Oh, that was the first part.
Relaxing. Yeah, that's literally what I was going back to the beginning.
I didn't know. Technology's not relaxing
for everyone. Right. And it depends on the technology.
Yeah.
Right. Playing a video game, if I enjoy the video game and it's not challenging, I'm just enjoying it, super relaxing.
Yeah.
Right? I come out like vibrant and feeling good.
But a zombie game. You're not relaxed.
It depends.
No.
Like if it's a challenging
As
game
your
that
person, you're not relaxed.
okay, but let's just talk about like Wordle and those guys. Dude, that does not relax. Those
What? Wordle doesn't relax you? Connections?
connection stresses me out. Okay, but there are certain things like I'm super into watching shows and stuff that we watch together, some and some we don't, and then watching other people talk about them shows, like the Easter eggs and the stuff we missed.
Right.
And I'm super into that. It relaxes me so much because my brain gets super stimulated by thought and creativity and all the things going on. So my body goes, this is nice.
Yeah. Can I tell you what the hardest part is about us? Is that nothing relaxes us that's the same.
No.
And I think that's so hard because I'm like, oh, I'm going to sit here and relax and play Wordle and use my foot massager. And you're like, gross. I'm going to sit here and watch this show that I've watched 74 times and talk about a show that I've already seen
Screen
74
Crush,
times.
Ryan
like,
Airy.
that is so
If you
not
haven't-
relaxing.
If you haven't checked out YouTube's Screen Crush with Ryan Airy, there's something about that dude that
So I
relaxes
think
that.
so. Sometimes that's weird.
crap
It's like
out of me.
like we can't ever actually relax together because nothing relaxes.
No,
us
at the end of the night, I think we do when we find some common ground on something on TV. Like Jeopardy stresses me out.
Ugh,
You find it relaxing.
so
Okay,
relaxing.
it stresses me
That's
out
what I'm
'cause
saying.
all it does is make me go, "Oh, I'm really stupid. My wife's super smart."
That's not true.
I mean, I think I win. I think when we play together, I think I win 1 out of like 20 nights.
That's fair.
That's about right.
Yeah.
So it just makes me
Doesn't
feel
make me
dumb.
smarter. It just means-
Totally. You are smarter than me. We've said this many times. I'm more niche smart. I think you're more nerd smart.
that's fair.
I'm more like I know more about socially things that are going on and then random crap.
Yeah.
But your smart actually gets you degrees and makes you money.
Stupid.
That kind of thing. I think that's the difference.
Stupid.
Mine are good for quiz shows that are not Jeopardy.
But yes, but we don't have anything else. Like we don't have anything that's except for going on vacation. We do know how to relax on vacation because usually it's like we're gonna go. I don't know. Vacation we can relax, but when we're home, we don't have the same two things that make us relax.
I think it's because we're out of the normal routine, and that we sit and we actually just talk about stuff.
Yeah.
Random crap.
It's true.
Like we're talking to each other. When we go on vacation, we don't meet a bunch of people or anything like
That's
that. We
true.
usually we talk to each other.
Yeah.
Just about whatever.
Yeah.
I think there's, at least I'm speaking from my perspective, if I'm truly interested in what a person is saying or what's going on in front of me, I'm super relaxed. That relaxes me. So I think
If you like the person.
that's like I just said that. What I'm saying is like, so when we go on vacation and you're talking and we're doing stuff, and I was like, I'm truly interested in what you're saying.
Yeah.
Now at home, not always.
But the funny thing is like if we're on vacation and we're like sitting at a beach and doing nothing, you're good. There's no music. There's no, it literally could just be the waves. And you're like, this is great.
The waves
I'm
is
calm.
something.
This is nice. But if we're at home and I'm like, let's just put on some wave noise. You're like, this is the dumbest thing in the world. I'm like, yesterday it was great.
Why do I need a wave noise when I can go and see a wave?
All right. Comments in the chat. And then we're wrapping this up because I said I'm making molten lava cakes tonight.
Oh, wait, it's a Saturday. We got time.
And I want to play Rock Band.
Oh, I didn't know that part.
I've been warming up my vocals. What annoys the crap out of Left Twix is when their daughter puts Baby Shark on repeat for hours. That's not relaxing.
Okay,
That's torture.
but that's
I think that's actually been proven in multiple countries.
Oh, it totally is.
Yeah.
Like it's worse than waterboarding.
Yeah.
And it's like waterboarding, at least you like think you're going to die.
But you know what's crazy?
At least with not at least, but at least with waterboarding, you think you're going to die.
Yeah.
Right? With listening to Baby Shark over and over, you know you're not gonna.
But you know, I love This Is the Song That Doesn't End by Lamb Chop when I was little. And I wonder if that's the same thing for Baby Shark.
No,
People like find
it's
it so
exact
comforting.
same. No, it's the exact same thing. And I think Baby Shark is just the more current one.
Yeah.
There's probably even a more current one now because that one's a good like
I don't know
5,
if there
6 years
is.
old,
I think it's it.
isn't it? Because how old is Baby Orville?
7.
So it was in his.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So it's been about 5, 6
Crazy.
years.
It's a terrible song.
There's certain things, because I feel like there was a generation before that it was, and I don't know if Bailey's still in here. It's the freaking Barney. I love you, you love
Barney.
me.
Yeah,
We're
that's awful.
happy. I was like,
Shut up, Barney.
whoa. How many? I mean, but she loved it.
Yeah.
So you're like, okay, we're gonna.
It is
move
amazing
through
how
this.
they find that that thing that like the Wiggles and Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, like that
there's-
thing that gets kids just like so attached. And as
It's
parents,
science.
you're like, shut.
Do you not understand it's
Oh,
science?
shut up.
It's science. It's wavelengths.
Yeah.
And wavelengths that come in a more pure form in the sense of every wave. I know it's gonna go nerd.
It's going nerd.
But when the waves all match each other, and that's a major key. That's why they call it a major key.
Yeah.
And usually, if you write it in the key of C or the key of G, that's what it is. It's every one of those you will find will be in a major key, and it'll be 90% of the time either the key of C or the key of G because of the wavelengths, and
I
it
don't like it.
stimulates the same wavelengths as your brain.
It's torture. Don't like it.
Oh, yes.
Bailey said she caught herself singing that to Emery the other day, the Barney song.
See,
I know. All right.
she would know.
Left Twix said, "Are you a make the bed or leave it as it is when you get up?" So I get up way before Scooter. So
Oh,
I
for
don't
sure.
make my bed, obviously, because he's still in it. And then later at some point, he does make the bed.
Yeah. Well, I don't make the bed every day.
I feel like you do.
No,
And when we say make the bed, it's just put the covers
well,
in the right spot.
making the bed is like
Making the bed is like tuck the corners.
I will. I don't
Never.
do that. I can't touch.
He would die.
No, my feet have to come out the ends. Like when first thing in a hotel room, I pull all the
I
corners
don't.
out.
I'm like, ooh, cocoon.
Nope. First thing I was like, this is gonna crush my toes. So first thing in a hotel room, I pull all the corners when I get in bed.
Yep.
Do I not?
Yes, you do.
That's the first thing I do. Is like flip out. But when we make the bed, I just basically go floop, and it just lays over. And realistically, the only time that I really do that is when I intend to do laundry.
That makes sense.
Because that's where I lay out the laundry.
I feel like you do it almost every day, though.
Well, I do laundry almost every day. So the day when the bed's not made, laundry's not happening that day.
That's fair.
That's pretty. I mean, I don't do laundry every day, but probably every other day.
Yeah.
So 50%. I'm not a make the bed.
Yeah.
I'm like straighten the bed.
Yeah. Just put the
I
blankets
don't
back in nice,
making the bed.
neatly used spot.
What's the point?
Yeah. I don't.
I'm not into like. I like stuff to be functional over looking gorgeous.
Yeah.
Like I don't need our room to look gorgeous. I need it to be functional.
That's true. All right. Well, that's it. That's it, guys. We're done. I'm just kidding.
Oh, that was it.
I don't know if we actually advise you on how to relax, but we did have a conversation about it.
Well, I think it sparked one.
Yeah.
The whole point of this, our show, our podcast, whatever this hybrid is, you poured a shot like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was supposed to be before we started Advise Me Not, and then it wasn't.
So do you want to do it now and then come up with like, we'll do one.
If you have any more questions, put them in the chat, and then we'll
but-
answer after.
But
the
if
shot.
you guys know anything about our
Bonus.
bonus round, if you're a bonus round person, they're random questions. So
Left Twix was like bonus round today.
a little bit. Yeah. Very close. And I
like
don't know who Left Twix is.
Me
And
either.
seems like somebody I might want to like, comment. Okay. So, and also we're going to come up before we go into our bonus round. I want to make sure that we do have a giveaway question. What episode was it?
I don't know.
28?
Sure.
Oh no. I don't remember.
The 2 episodes ago.
No. Sarah.
2 episodes ago. Ow, my elbow. That hurt real bad. And also, I put a link to Capoeira on there.
Oh, you did it in the chat.
Yep. It's a wiki link, but still.
No, there was I can look it up right now. Real quick. I'm looking up. It was episode 28. So our
you're right.
question is episode 28 is we need The giveaway question is, name everybody that was in that episode.
Yes, please.
Just first name. That's everybody that was in that episode. And there was a total of 6. Right? Now, the cool part is, if you were in that episode, you cannot win.
Sorry, you can't win.
Not sorry. You just can't.
I mean, we'll
Why
give you,
say sorry?
We'll give you stuff anyways.
We'll give you hugs.
We will.
Just send us a message. We'll send you stuff. I don't know what it'll be, but
I guess okay. So
yeah, you got to learn how to not touch.
I can't. I
ends
clicked
of
it.
things.
All right.
Why is mine turned over?
This is the end of the night shot before I go make molten lava cakes.
Slanchava?
Salud. All right.
Woo.
Left Twix question, and then your question, then my question.
Oh.
His is easy. I mean, theirs. I don't know if it's a his or he. His or her. They. Are you excited for 24 and all political presidential stuff? Honestly, we don't give an F.
Well,
because they're all idiots.
Well, that
all of them.
Here's a very strong personal opinion of mine. I know people very closely, like close relatives of mine, are very, what do you want to say?
In the political realm.
Very high up in the political realm.
Yes.
Like knows a lot of people that are in the running personally.
Correct.
Right? And I've had discussions with, it's a relative, so I've had discussions with it's not, am I excited about it? Yes. I said this years ago to my father. I said to him, it has to get way worse before it'll ever get better.
I hate that phrase because it's already effing bad.
But
much?
And
I'm not even gonna finish
we don't
the
even
statement.
know how bad it is.
Ugh.
Because we live in a country that is decently spoiled and not connected to that kind of stuff.
Right.
We still think we're a superpower. So, that being said, I'm excited, but not in an excited way of happy. Look at it that way. I'm excited because something's got to happen for us all to figure this out and get along, right?
Yes.
Because we've said this, I've said this many times. I know I've said it at the beginning of here, the pendulum thing.
Yeah.
Like if you're too far on one side of anything, the rest of us live somewhere in the middle.
Yes.
We want to be happy. We want to have a family.
I want lower taxes.
We really want to be able to pay our bills. We want to be able to buy a house if we want one.
Right.
If you want to.
Yes.
We want to be able to rent if we want one.
Yes.
We want to be able to live wherever we,
Yeah.
So, if you know those beliefs, that's who we are. And we're hoping that anything that, even what you're saying, sparks a conversation within people.
Yeah.
So that we can have more conversation and less conflict and less arguments, less.
I think it's such an odd phrase when people are like, we don't talk about politics at the table.
That's
and I'm
insane to me.
I mean, don't talk about politics that you don't know, but if you have an opinion on something you actually have information on, then why is that not a conversation?
And that should be a conversation. But we're not very
political people.
We're not very political people. We vote. We are part of, I develop curricula and lesson plans for schools and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I have to be adjacent to it,
right?
For sure. So great question. I love that because I love the way it was asked. It wasn't directing us to say or be political. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
All right. What's your question?
Oh, you gave it to me, so you already know.
I forgot.
What dumb accomplishment are you most proud of?
Ooh, that's good. You first. Why
do you do that to me?
Because I don't have an answer. I forget what
you give me the question, and then you're like, you go. Now go.
I don't have dumb accomplishments. I only have smart accomplishments. I'm just kidding.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
What dumb accomplishment are you most proud of? Dumb.
Oh, wait. Okay, here's my dumb accomplishment. I mean, I don't find it dumb, but some people might. We were on Wheel of Fortune, and it was like one of my favorite accomplishments.
I don't think that's dumb.
Because it's not, I mean, it's not something like, it's not a true accomplishment. Like I was on a game show, but
We
it's
won
like
money
my
and a trip.
favorite game show. And I was so excited about it. So that's my dumb accomplishment. And I was
But getting
super
on the show
excited
is hard
about it.
enough as it is.
Yeah.
And actually winning some prizes and winning a trip to Ireland is not dumb.
No, but the
So
accomplishment of getting on the show is not really like an accomplishment. Like I didn't cure cancer or something. I was on a game show and I liked it.
It's literally says dumb
That's why I
accomplishment.
said dumb. It is
Oh,
a dumb
okay.
accomplishment. What's yours?
I have everything I do. I come to you and go, look what I did. And you're like, well, that's dumb. So what happened earlier today? I mean, realistically, is that not true? You laugh because that's
Well, because you think everything's an
basically-
accomplishment.
yes, because I was like, I had nothing. Nobody told me I mean, I grew up not accomplishing anything. So little things are a big deal.
It's true.
Me,
Oh, you think? I'll read. So Bailey said, "I'm still proud that I won a dance competition at 9 years old."
you did. And I have the DVD,
He does.
Bailey. I have
Can't
the
watch it
DVD.
anywhere, but we still
No,
have
and
it.
I can't find a way to convert it.
Ryan said that he's proud he became a photographer after his high school photography teacher failed him.
I know that story. Thank you for that. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's not dumb.
I don't think it's dummy. That's a good one.
Neither one of those are dumb. To me, I was like, no,
Listen,
because
you picked the question.
no, Bailey. I remember I have that DVD. Like it's in the case. I tried to transfer.
What's
it to
your
digital.
answer, sir? We're at the time limit I said we were gonna read.
Time is irrelevant. It's
No,
a social
shut up.
construct.
Okay, I'm skipping you.
Well, okay, you don't. Nobody wants to hear me, anyways.
Wait, Left Twix said ketchup on eggs. Abso-freaking-lutely not. Salsa? Yes. Ketchup? Stop it.
Is that an accomplishment? Is he
No,
trying to
he's
answer
just
the question?
saying, would you put ketchup
He's
on eggs?
trolling.
No, it's a question.
That's a
Ketchup-
troll.
It's a question in the chat.
That's a troll. It's a good troll.
Absolutely not.
It's a great troll.
You don't have ketchup on eggs.
No, my dad always did.
My sister does.
Constantly.
She loves ketchup.
Constantly. Like that's just how he made eggs.
He would serve you eggs with ketchup.
He wouldn't put the ketchup on it, but every time we had like scrambled eggs,
Yeah.
but there and a bottle of ketchup was sitting right next to it, and he go.
No.
I'm like,
Sorry.
that's just. I mean, I'm just saying that's the thing. It's a huge thing.
No.
It's not totally gross to me, but I'm like, nah, I'm good.
I've had it.
I like
just
salt and
don't
pepper
think it's
better.
right.
I like scrambled eggs with salt and pepper.
Or some salsa.
That's different. That's
No,
called a
it's not.
scramble.
No, it's not.
What makes a scramble then? Meat?
Yes, meat, cheese, veggies, and the eggs. Not salsa and eggs. That's just salsa with eggs.
That's a scramble.
That's not a scramble. Okay. What's the best thing about being in a relationship?
The best.
The best.
I mean, worst would be easier.
Middle finger is all up in the air right now.
No,
Let
best.
me put it on scooter so I
honestly-
can just.
Oh, she is flipping me off. That's
not
that's
true.
not a
Would
joke.
never.
Like the camera's not on her,
Would
and she's
never.
definitely flipping me off.
Would never.
That's a very big middle finger. What do you intend to
Would
do with that?
Never.
The best part is knowing. Realistically, I don't know. The absence of loneliness
Yeah.
and knowing that. I'm talking. It's just a relationship or a good relationship.
It just says relationship. It doesn't say
Oh.
good or bad.
Because I feel like there's difference. Like that would be just basic relationship, knowing you're not alone.
Okay. Relationship
it's-
with me.
No,
Let's
a
go
good
there.
relationship or a relationship with you is knowing that. I mean, literally, I get to hang out with my best friend like every freaking day. I almost said full F word.
Ooh.
Because that's the best part. Like when the best part is when I do something or see something or discover something. I was like, you always want to tell your best friend.
Yeah.
That's how you grow up, right? You're like, oh my gosh, that's the first thing I want to do. I was like, I want to tell you.
Yeah.
So I think that to me is my favorite part. I mean, the sex is great and all, and like being naked with you and having kids and house. That's great. But no, but no, like realistically, like your favorite thing, like something's cool to you.
Yeah.
It's cool to you, but you always want to tell someone. So in this current day and age, you post it online, right? To people that really aren't your friends.
Right.
Right. But my first thing I want to do is go, babe, did you see this? That's my favorite part about being in a relationship with you, because I want to share it with you, and you will accept, sometimes tolerate my presence when it's really dumb, when it's a dumb thing.
Yeah.
But no, that's probably my favorite.
So I'm not a super emotional person. I feel like I'm an emotional person, but I'm not like a super emotional person.
She is an extremely emotional person compared to a robot.
Let me just real quick.
I'm getting another one.
Real
Get another
quick.
finger.
I feel like I'm yeah, what he says is pretty correct. So I appreciate that when the moments where I am feeling emotional and I'm like, things are actually really hard and make me sad, and like I have all the emotions, that I can come to you and be like, bleh, here's everything that I'm feeling, and here's my tears. Don't talk to me right now, but please talk to me because I'm really upset, but I'm not upset. I appreciate that all of that crap that comes out of my face, you like accept everything that's happening, and you don't interject and like try to make it about you. You just let me have the moments when I need to say all the stuff that's happening. So I do appreciate that. I mean, that's my favorite part of being in a relationship with you.
That happened recently.
Yeah, Saturday.
That happened when we lost Ginger.
It was Saturday.
She lost it.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
And I was like, we have to do something now. So I was like, I'm going to lose it later.
Yes.
But I can't lose it now.
No. Lost it.
So
the robot cried a lot.
Yes.
I almost went rusty because that's what we
No, it was a lot. So
all right. Left Twix is on a roll. We have to finish the comments. And then I have to make molten lava cakes. Left Twix. Okay. They said their favorite thing is someone you can chat with personal stuff about. Definitely.
Fact.
Yeah.
Fact. Like real stuff.
Yes.
Like, have you seen this rash on my butt? What do I do about this rash on my butt? How many of your best friends can you just say, I got a rash on my butt. What do I do?
Probably my sister. Might be the only one.
Or WebMD, or call your doctor.
Don't do WebMD. You're always, something terrible is going to happen. Don't ever do WebMD. Worst best friend ever.
You died of dysentery. I was like, I'm Googling what's on my butt, and you're saying I'm dead?
They're predicting the future. Don't do it. Okay. Last question. Do you ever get annoyed and just say, I'm going to the bar to see you in 3 hours? Do you ever get annoyed and just say, no?
No.
Mm-mm.
I don't think, I mean, I will go to the tap room. Like, I'll go to, and not see you for 3 hours. That's true.
But not because you're annoyed.
No, I don't think so.
I have gone to bed and be like, do you, boo? I'm going to bed. I'm not dealing with this crap.
And I've left the room and slept in another room.
Yeah.
The other night I did that.
Yes.
I was very upset, and I directed it at her, but I was more upset about our dog dying.
Yeah.
So I curled up on the floor where she sleeps. Well, yeah. So.
Yeah. But never.
But not. Did I ever want to? Okay, hold on. With her, let's just look at it this way. With her, absolutely no. With other human beings in my life, 1,000% yes. Let's just look at it that way. And I'll not a bar.
Yeah.
Like, I would leave.
Yeah.
I don't have we've talked about this in the past, and it seems like you're new, but I don't know. You might have known us I don't know. You might be my dad. I don't know who this is. I have a fight complex over flight.
Yes.
Right? So if I can't fight, I'm going to step aside. Like, if I can't physically fight or whatever emotion, then I'm going to step aside. I don't think I would leave, though. I don't think I've ever. I'm a fighter more than I am a fleer.
I'm a fleer. I have definitely left the house during like,
Yes.
I don't want to deal with this conversation.
Correct.
Probably like, I've in 10 years, it's probably been like 4 or 5 times.
But it's usually on foot.
Oh yeah, I don't get in a car. No, I literally go for a walk around like a couple blocks and I come back and
I
sit
leave the
outside.
room.
Yeah.
In this relationship, I leave the room.
Yeah.
Right? But that's a whole thing to unpack because this is my 3rd marriage. This is her 2nd. So
This is it, guys. This is all we got. This is the last one. If it's not this, it's never happening.
no, I'm just gonna, I'm gonna become an Avenger after this if this doesn't work out.
Ant-Man, right here.
I
Paul Rudd.
I look way too old to be Paul Rudd, and he's my age.
I was gonna say the same thing. Not that you look old, but that you guys are the same age.
Mm-hmm. And I look old.
Older than Paul Rudd, yeah.
Older.
He's not a grandpa, that's why.
Oh, I don't think he has as many kids and responsibilities
does.
as me.
Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
It does mean a lot.
The interaction was great. We
No,
appreciate the
thank
questions.
you.
Left
Thanks.
Twix, don't know who you are, but like come back
Well,
next week
let's
and hang
get to
out with
know
us.
you. Like we're big into that. Like this is about having conversations with other people in the chat. That's huge to us. There are people that get in our chat that communicate with each other, never met each other.
Yeah.
And we love that. If you have any ideas or anything like that, about what you'd like to hear us talk about, not just random questions, but like a topic.
Yes.
Not because we know anything. It's just
We have opinions about
we've
everything.
done a lot.
Yeah.
I feel like we've done a lot, and we've got strong opinions about them.
Yes.
And we do try and keep this PG to PG-13. Not that we speak
Every
like
once
that.
in a while, a flip comes out.
Not that we actually speak like
Or a
that, but
fudge.
we want this to be a broader audience.
Yeah.
Is the only reason. But realistically, we want people to talk to each other, listen to each other, communicate. But if you're having those kind of things, make sure and subscribe to our YouTube, of course. But we're also at Sarah and Scooter.
Yes, Ryan. At Sarah
Oh
and
my
Scooter on
God.
Instagram.
My son-in-law just figured out that we had an Instagram, Sarah and Scooter. Like spell it all out with an H,
Yes.
because that's how you spell Sarah.
That with an H always.
But at Sarah and Scooter is our Instagram. Also, you can email us at sarahandscooter@gmail.com. And our YouTube is at Sarah and Scooter also.
Yeah.
So we do respond. How to say? I respond.
Scooter responds. I don't do social media.
So it's like, did you know we got a message? I was like, yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Sure.
So
Love you, Bailey.
thank you so much. We love you guys. We really. Yes, we love him too. Bailey says, "What an idiot! I love him. We love that guy too. Like this has been a good night. Molten lava cakes and rock
I will
band
post
is what we're
pictures.
gonna do. Looks like so. If you guys were here, we'd get you a guitar or a
You
drum
get
set.
that with us. And
get
ice
that with-
cream.
yeah. But until next time, show up in person, people.
Yeah.
Talk to each other.
IRL.
IRL.
Bye.
And I loved it. Bye.